Do we got a vaccine yet or no?
No, you out of your fucking mind, yo?
Do we got it or no?
No, dog, not for another year and a half, bro.
That's the thing. Why does it take so long for vaccines? Can you explain that to me?
Gotta
And I mean that. We're going to start this
don't...
episode eventually, but why does it take so long?
You gotta test it to make sure it don't kill motherfuckers.
What? Okay. Okay, but how long does it take to kill you? Like, boom, you test it?
Theoretically, it could take a couple months. You get it, and then you think you're fine, and then some other shit happens, and all of a sudden, if a
That's
bunch
not
of people,
how it works.
I mean, 30 people just tested disinfectants, and we know that don't work.
What does it not work for?
I mean, it kills you.
Does it?
It probably kills the virus also.
That's all he said. Let me ask you a question. Was he wrong?
Man.
He said, son. He said he's asking if it will kill the virus. If you're dead, can the virus live in you?
Nah, I can't, Drew.
That's how you kill the virus. At what cost are you willing to stop Corona? I'm just saying, you gotta admit.
Are you a soldier or are you not?
He's not wrong.
I'm not.
Joe Biden out here eating applesauce. What, you want him to help you with the fucking cure to Corona? Joe Biden more likely to eat a bat than he is to be president. Oh, goofy ass motherfucker. But in all seriousness, the way you do stop the virus, the real vaccine is if you have detergent.
Is death.
Is death.
You know what I mean?
Everybody who died no longer got it.
And they can't spread it.
They can't spread it.
That's how you stop the spread.
Yo, stop doing the work of the mainstream media, Al.
Come on, Al.
What you want to do is spread the virus,
I don't know,
Al.
man. I'm listening to too much New York Times and shit. It's
Yo,
like,
Al is
fuck,
too
man.
smart, bro. I'm tired of this shit, dog. This motherfucker coming every day with all the information, all the answers. What'd you tell me today?
All the antibody tests, like only 3 or 14 of them actually work.
What?
There's
The
14
antibody test.
He was so angry.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Okay, I thought antibodies were the guys throwing the milkshakes at people in Portland. ain't that like the nerd?
That is probably how they're built. The skinny ass vegans antibodies, son.
Antibodies, no. Hey, bro, antibodies, Asian bitches. Hey, bro. Yo, that would be funny though if Trump came out and was like, "But does it kill it though?" He just said, "Does it kill it though?"
What if he just wants to not be president? He's like, let me just get rid of these motherfuckers. Keep voting for me, yo. Just get him out of here.
Yo, that's hilarious. Wait, you're saying what if he's saying all this shit so he doesn't win?
Yeah,
he
so
just
like
keeps
he just
winning?
kills his fan base. You know what I mean? Just, hey guys, you listen to everything I say. You want to beat Corona? Lysol in your veins, yo. Just get this shit. It cures it. Everybody starts doing it. Everybody starts dying that's going to vote for him. And now he's like, hey, I'm all
That's
right.
hilarious. This whole time, Trump has been trying to not be president.
I'm telling
you.
you.
He doesn't want to be president the whole time. Like, he's like, yeah, I grabbed the pussy. They won't vote for me now. They still vote for me. like, he just doesn't matter. Hey, bro, I'm not going to do nothing even though we got a global pandemic, right? The global pandemic comes over and it's like, fuck it. I don't know. And he's like, the only way I cannot be president if all them die.
I got to kill him.
I got to kill him.
Open up Michigan.
Open them up.
What other state did I win?
Open up Virginia.
Fuck.
He's only opening up the states where people vote for him. He's not opening up New York. He's not opening up California.
Fuck Cali. Yo,
Holy
Cali can
shit,
stay
Trump
Cali,
don't want to
bro.
be president.
He ain't wanted it since the jump, yo.
He never wanted. He just wanted to be famous. He just wanted a new show. His shit got canceled.
Yep.
And now it's like, what is it when, what's that episode of Seinfeld where the Larry David character, what's his name?
Yeah, George
Costanza does the opposite and everything works out.
Yeah.
We're living in that episode of the fucking, of Seinfeld.
Yeah, the president is the opposite. He's just doing the
Oh
opposite.
my God, guys. He doesn't want to be president. He doesn't want to be president.
Yeah, I figured it out, man.
Holy
I don't think
shit.
he does, yo. I really don't. I
This
don't think he
motherfucker's
likes
out here
it.
like, I'm not going to war. Like he's doing everything presidents are not supposed to do. He's not going to war.
Yo.
What else has he done?
Hey, you know what? They probably won't elect a racist. Fuck it. Let me
Say
say
again?
some. He's probably like, you know what? There's no way they elect a racist. Let me say some racist shit.
Now we got a long line of racists as president.
Not openly.
Back in the day,
Back in the day, but not recent history.
Ah, you're right. They were woke. They were like
Yeah.
playing jazz and shit.
Yeah. 1800s, you're just
What?
playing to the crowd. You know what I mean?
But does owning
ones you let vote,
slaves
at least.
really make you racist, though? Does owning slaves really make you racist? I say the things you can't.
I'm listening. All right, go. Make the argument out. Make the argument out. Go out. What's the argument?
Maybe you love black people so much you collect them.
No.
I don't dislike Jordan. I collect those. I love Jordan. I love Jordans.
I'm fucking dying,
So
bro.
we were just the first Pokemon.
Yo, there's a really funny joke here. I can't say.
Yeah. Dope.
Not Charizard, but.
Oh man,
Dude, that's crazy. But would you? If
What?
you had the opportunity to have slaves, it was completely legit. The only people who were against it were the slaves. Mark just grabbed his microphone. He's like, I'd like to chime in.
When I brought this up last week, I was racist. Like, what the fuck? How did the tides turn so much?
can't say it, Mark.
oh man.
No,
all right,
I would diversify my slaves, though.
You would diversify your slaves.
Yeah.
You wouldn't make it a racial
not a
thing.
racial
Yeah, it's not a
issue.
race thing. It's like, hey,
Okay.
where's your talents?
Okay, so who would you have
Yeah.
for picking, let's say,
Because who's the most talented at everything?
It depends.
I could be your math slave. That's about it.
There we go.
So
Okay.
you're going to be math slave.
Okay, math
Yeah.
slave done.
Okay. So what does the math slave do? Just count all the other slaves to make sure from their pay at work? Massa, all 47 of them are here to count for. I think everything's good to go. Can I go to sleep now? No, but for real, like, what would you do? How would you diversify your slaves? Go.
So I'm definitely need Mexican slaves for building shit.
Okay.
You need the Jewish slaves for, the accountant and keeping my billing and all that type of stuff.
Jewish slave gonna take your whole shit. You better be careful, yo. Yeah, you about to get Sam cooked out this bitch.
Sam Cooke out here, bro.
Yeah, who else?
Italian slave for food.
You might need an Italian slave for food. Definitely Mediterranean. Something Mediterranean for food.
Food and pastries.
I mean,
Has to be.
we'll have a few different of them, like,
Go.
depending on the day of the week.
Okay.
We got to switch up the food.
Okay, now here's the thing.
We're not eating pasta every day.
You're right, and that's smart. Here's the thing. You need to turn a profit, or else you can't afford the slaves.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? How are you going to turn a profit on these slaves? Right now, they're just serving you. You're going to need a profit. What are you doing? How are you paying for them? They're expensive. They're like cars.
Well, they're
Each
not-
one got a mortgage.
They're not expensive.
No, son, they were mad expensive back in the day.
Yeah, you got to house them. You got to feed them.
Health insurance, bro.
I mean,
You have to pay their health care. You know how expensive health care is? For real.
What's the healthcare?
No, you do it, then you got to sew them back up. Someone got to sew them back up. If they can't work, you lose money.
All right.
Right?
We coming dangerously close
yeah,
to the
that's what I'm saying.
highlight.
Yeah, you can't keep talking about how you pay Al's health care and then say slaves get health care. Son, I got uncomfortable. I got uncomfortable. You got to pay them handsomely. You know what I mean? You got to put them in quarters.
Yeah.
You got to pay for their lodging.
I just want to point out, I never said I would have them.
Oh,
You guys are the only ones
he's
that-
just leaving us out.
Because
I
you
had my time.
Because
people have had my time.
Because by your definition, you might be able to take out the word would. That's what we're saying. You talking about fucking giving them health care and no, what you just gotta have them utilize their talents. You know, film things for
Nah,
you.
y'all got real specific, like you've been fantasizing about this shit. Not for real though. You know, Akaash.
What would I do?
Yeah.
I need a few white slaves just to laugh at.
So what would you make them do? Like, here, try to Dougie.
Yeah.
You just gotta make the dance.
It's like, dance, boy. And
Yo.
see the uncoordinated ass trying to dance.
That's actually more demeaning because if they were like dance boy to a black guy, the white slave owners, they'd probably be like, he's really good though.
Yeah, it's like he gonna
Doug,
dance
you
his
gotta
ass
see
off.
this. But you would be like, yo, you gotta see this. This is so funny how bad he is. It would be even more cruel.
There you go.
Look how he's off rhythm. Look at that. He dancing to the melody, this fucking
He's
idiot.
trying to tap dance. It looks like that shit stump. Remember that garbage? Something like play with garbage.
Yeah, that was the richest shit ever. These fucking guys playing trash cans.
Right.
Go to the subway station at Times Square. It's the same person there.
Oh
Yeah.
way better too.
Oh, fuck.
All right, maybe we should start the episode.
Anyway, guys, listen, I didn't want to start like this. This was up to you guys. This is what happens when you get off the rails. Talking about off the rails, Jason Pierre-Paul was in a car accident. Did you guys wait, before I say anything about this, did he die? Because I don't know if he died.
I'm going to be honest. I just thought it was so funny. This guy ruined his career again in the offseason.
But what happened to him? Because I do have things I'd like to say, but I want to make sure he's alive.
Let me get the exact amount of money that he spent on his car, right? $350,000 Ferrari.
Okay.
He wrecked it, and there's a picture of him wearing a neck brace, which is just kind of...
Okay, but he's okay.
But he's alive.
Okay. If you guys don't know who Jason Pierre-Paul is, he's an NFL player. He had some fireworks blow up in his hands. Now his hand looks like ginger root. And,
Oh, fuck, it really does.
and that's probably why he crashed the car, because he couldn't
his
hold
hand
on to the
looked like
fucking
Groot.
steering wheel.
Shit, Avenger-ass hand.
It does. So, and now he's gotten into yet another tragic situation. I think that this guy, do you think he's one of those people where it's like, what was that movie where you can't escape death?
Oh, fuck.
Final Fantasy.
Final Destination.
Final Destination. Yeah. Do you think that's what's happening with him?
Yo, maybe, but I also think so apparently they don't suspect he was under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Was he under the influence of not having enough fingers to hold the wheel?
That's my point. He was driving a $350,000 Ferrari at 3 a.m.
Son.
You know you can't control this powerful ass car the way you need to. You just
like this. Like this. You locked in like a sloth. Look at this. You can drive a $300,000 car like this.
You might as well have a fucking eagle behind the wheel, yo. Just talons. What you doing, man? Get a Tesla with autopilot.
You gotta get a picture up of this guy's hand. It's absolutely hilarious, dude. It's so funny.
And he fucked up his
hand. You want to
hand.
have sushi and then take a bite out of it in between each roll.
And the story,
Look at that. Look at that.
son, that looked like a cigar bar.
That is disgusting.
It looked like the ashtray at a cigar bar, yo. So
Yeah.
he fucked up his hand. This is why we also don't feel as bad for him. He fucked up his hand messing with fireworks. And right before everything happened, he took a picture of his van full of fireworks on the 4th of July.
And this is right after signing this massive contract.
He just signed a big contract.
Yeah.
He a huge factor in the Super Bowl. Like your whole life is ahead of you. And then you blow off your hand playing with thousands of dollars worth of fireworks.
Does he have a ring? Did he win a ring?
He did win a ring.
He won a ring.
He did win a ring.
It's gone. The ring is gone. It's
in the lake,
somewhere
bro.
with the firework.
Made him a little more glittery, I guess. But yeah, that's why it's just like, yo, man, why you keep being reckless in the off season? You don't need no $350,000 Ferrari with one good hand.
Yeah.
Get a fucking driver. Enjoy that. Spend money on that.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
back in
they're
a driver.
football players. Like, we can't assume they're smart.
You can't. You really can't.
We
You've been
just got to
saying it.
start shaming football players into feeling insecure about their decision making, so that they're that buttoned up about what they do.
Yeah, and I used to think you were too hard on football players. After signing this horrendous bargaining agreement again that they signed, they just need to be shamed. You're right. They need to be shamed. You need to know you're fucking idiots.
You know how like hot blonde girls have this insecurity that people are going to think they're dumb?
Yeah.
Because most of them are dumb.
Yeah.
Right? We need that same thing to go to football players.
Yeah.
Because if you meet like a hot, or even hot girls in general, if you meet a hot girl that's smart, she knows that you think that about her, and then she's making sure that she's like well read, she understands what's going on. She's like, I'm not going to be a stereotype that everybody thinks just because I'm hot, I'm going to be stupid.
Right.
And NFL players don't have that just yet.
Yeah.
So we need to bully them into realizing it.
Yeah.
Like you showed me some video, or you retweeted some video of Matthew Stafford doing math.
He's incredible.
Come on, bro.
I don't think they're ever going to get it. They're
What?
still making money.
Matthew
They're
Stafford's
never
an
going to
idiot,
have
too.
the need to be
Why is that
smart.
not impressive?
What?
Why was that not impressive?
He guessed. It's a guess.
Have you seen the video I retweeted of Matthew Stafford?
Oh, when he did the
guy gives me
math
two
problem?
big ass numbers, like 6,525 by 4,100, whatever.
I think
and
there's
then
like
he
a
just does it.
formula for that shit.
It
I don't think he
is.
just figured it
It's
out.
called multiplication.
No. But I mean, like,
How you
Like-
thought people did
nah.
before?
I don't think he's just multiplying into set. I'm pretty
Oh, there's
sure
a
it's like-
trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a shortcut.
Yeah.
Still impressive.
Nah,
Not really.
Still
If you
impressive.
know a shortcut, it's not that impressive. So
It's not as impressive.
whatever. I'm tired of these motherfuckers, bro.
All right, good duck.
No, because there is some important shit.
nah,
that
he's
we-
impressed. A fucking football player knows how to do math better than him. That's what. He's
You don't think that shit?
that's why
you don't
you
think that
were-
shit impressed me?
You can't do math.
Not like
25 times 3.
75.
God, he got that shit quick, son. This motherfucker is Asian, bro. You are fucking Asian. All right, let me do some more math to you, right?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
76 divided by 4.
19.
I'm still figuring.
No, that's it. No, that's it.
Yeah, there we
Because
go.
80 divided
Yeah,
by
that
4
was
would be
it.
20. Take away 4 more.
That's what I did.
That was fucking good. All right, last one.
There's mad pressure right now.
You ready?
Mad pressure.
It's going down.
All
This
right,
one's
let's
going
go.
down,
Okay,
right? This
mad
is for your
pressure.
Indianness.
Okay, mad
You're
pressure.
not Indian. If you get this
Okay,
wrong, you're
okay,
Bangladesh.
all right.
All right? For real. You're Bangladesh if you get this wrong. okay?
Bangladesh.
You're Bangladesh.
All right, let's go.
Okay, ready? All right. 224. No, sorry. 244 squared.
Ooh, fuck, yo.
Stupid fucking idiot. You fucking retard. Dude, you don't know this already? I know this shit. This is mad easy. Dumb fuck. 12. Damn, son. Come on, bro.
244. That's the square root, yo.
Yeah,
And it's the square root of 144.
I know what you would think. I knew what he was. I was like, please, he's not taking that. Please, he's not taking that.
It's 144.
I should have corrected you because I knew that was what you were thinking. too.
You got it wrong twice.
Yo.
I knew he was thinking 144. I knew it.
You meant square root and you meant 144.
So I thought you
You Bangladeshi, bro.
I called him retarded. Mad time I knew. I
thought you were kidding me because I was like, this ain't easy, yo.
Yo. Hey, yo, this is how stupid I am. I went 224. No. 244. son. I was like, oh, I got him. I got this dumb motherfucker. No way he could come for me on 244. Bro. And then I started thinking in my head, I was like, wait, it's 12 times 12. Like I started doing the short math of it. And I was like, I don't know if it got that. I don't know if it gets that far. What's 244? What is that one? How the fuck were you going to calculate that one?
Son, he was going. This head
Yeah.
was working. That shit was like,
Damn, bro. Squared, though.
Yeah, that's
That's
why it's
244
tough.
times 244.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. 863,042.9.
what was that?
Let's go. Next segment. Come on, Jay Cutler. Go! All right, guys, we gotta pay some bills. Akaash, you know we gotta pay some bills over here. This is very important. Here's what you're doing during quarantine. You are wearing your basics. Simple as that.
Oh yeah, you are.
You're wearing your basics, bro. You're not out there trying to floss, flex. You're out there trying to be comfy, and you need the simple things that you are wearing every single day, regardless. Those things should be comfortable, should they not be?
Absolutely.
They should be made with premium fabric, should they not?
The best cotton.
The best types of cotton, the best types of fabrics in general, and you need to make sure that you have them at a reasonable price.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, maybe even a discounted price.
Yeah.
Mac Weldon, simple as that. Socks, shirts, underwear, hoodies. They got a rain jacket. It's simple as this. You have the highest quality fabrics, the most comfortable version of all the essentials that you could wear, that you're wearing every single day. This is not the thing that you're going to wear on your date as your outside garment because like, yo, I want to flex on these hoes today. That's not what this is about. This is what you're going to wear underneath that piece so that you're comfortable, so that you're warm.
Yeah.
All right? So that your girl doesn't look at you like you're stupid when your underwear out. You got some fucking Hanes that are all tethered at the bottom and like waffled out. It's not what this is. It's not what's happening. MacWeldon.com. Make sure you treat yourself right, especially during this quarantine. Simple as that. You get all your men's essentials right there. Get the basics. 20% off your first order if you use our promo code Flagrant. You need new underwear. You need new shirts. Just undershirts. Just go to Mac Weldon. Simple as that. MacWeldon.com. That's all you got to do. They have everything you possibly need. Now, Mack Weldon really does value its loyal customers, and that's why they've created the Mack Weldon Blue Loyalty Program. Here's how it works. It's totally free. Level 1, you place an order for any amount and never pay for shipping again. That sounds pretty good. Level 2, once you purchase $200 worth of products from Mack Weldon, not only will you continue to receive free shipping, but you will also start saving 20% on every order you make for the next year. Okay. Whoa. Level 2 also grants you access to new products before they're released anywhere else, as well as free gifts and that are added to the future orders. This is a no-brainer. You go to MackWeldon.com. You need some new underwear. You need some new socks. We know you've been running through them during this quarantine. You haven't bought anything new. Just go there right now.
So you're telling me at a time when I'm sitting at home and I need comfortable clothes and I'm making less money, most likely, there's comfortable clothes at a discount?
No-brainer.
Perfect quarantine move.
There we go. Now let's get back to the show. All right, Jay Cutler.
I don't know nothing about Kristen Cavallari except her name. And she's on a reality show. And they got divorced. And people were going crazy on Twitter.
Why do you think they got divorced? So that he didn't kill his whole fucking family when that CTE sets in? You don't think this bitch was timing it? He just been in the fucking living room mumbling shit to himself. And she's like...
You know what's funny though? I think she probably got more money than him, I assume.
Nah. They were on a reality show. She was on the Hills or whatever that shit was when we were in school.
Okay.
And then they had their own reality show together. And then she made money through various ventures, but he was making NFL contracts. This motherfucker was paid.
So
what?
The way y'all spent your childhood, this is what you were watching when you were a kid?
What were you doing this whole time?
Outside, riding a bike.
What? Oh, riding bikes.
Yeah,
where were you riding your bike?
Nah, we was just riding
Did you ride
bikes.
it with your arms? Why your legs look like you never... son,
upside down.
You know why we had to stay inside? Because people like you were outside, Alex. That's why. Okay? That's why we were inside.
Hey, that's when New York was a great place, man.
So New York was wild. You think that New York was more dangerous before Corona? Way more dangerous. Like just being out.
Like in the 90s?
Yeah.
Before 99, New York was the shit.
It might have been the shit, but it was way more dangerous. They didn't tell us to stay inside.
You weren't safe inside either. Somebody come take your shit.
Someone would come to your house and rob your fucking house.
Corona, just stay inside. You're fine.
You stay inside. There was a fucking citywide pandemic.
Yeah, but a little danger is fun.
I'm not against it. I'm just saying we making a big deal about this Corona shit for no reason.
I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this.
Son, is the curve flat yet, Akaash? Is the curve flat?
Nah, you
Akaash Mr. Flat in the curve.
You can start opening shit up slowly. Al and I were talking about this because he listens to the Daily.
Yeah.
And
Akaash lets Al listen to the Daily and then absorbs all that shit. So he kind of listens to the
Real
Daily.
talk, all the news I get is from motherfuckers who watch the news. Swear to God, yo, I don't be looking up news like
You're just
that.
playing news telephone.
I be doing topics and I check ESPN and TMZ.
Yo,
and the real news I get from motherfuckers who watch news.
Yo, can I be honest though? Akash's topics have been on fire lately.
Yeah.
Your topics used to be trash. It used to be like just like you go to the first 4 things on ESPN and bring it.
Yeah.
And then once we're like, yo, mix it up with like the random stories, you would come with kind of heat.
Yeah, you know
I ain't
why?
gonna lie.
Because he started going to TMZ.
Yo, TMZ,
TMZ Twitter be having the topics, yo. They're having the topics.
And I know when Akash don't read the story because it'd just be like, UFOs? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Why are you adding question marks? Well, just tell us what's happened with the UFOs, motherfucker.
Because that's a real news story, and y'all are my source for news.
He basically threw it out here like, yo, y'all heard about this? Or what?
Real talk. I want y'all to educate me on this so I can get a take after you tell me what's going on the Daily. Maybe we should have waited till tomorrow's episode.
Before the podcast, he's like, oh, you watch the news? Like, yeah, what's going on with the UFOs?
Yo, real talk. That's why I just put question
you
marks.
saw that yet?
I don't even pretend to know.
Come on, y'all already know what that UFO shit is. Don't front.
I think we had the same idea. I tried to read it, but here's the other thing. I think I need somebody to dumb it down for me.
What do you think? I already know what it is. But what do you think it is?
Distraction.
Huh?
Distraction.
Nope. Go, Al. What do you think it is? What, Al? Go, Al. How do you think? What do you think it is?
I agree with Akaash.
Sheep.
Oh boy.
Y'all are sheep, bro.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was sheep.
That's like flying sheep.
Someone's
that's a
counting
new one.
sheep.
Nah, son.
All right, yo,
Is
yo,
it-
red
Do
pill
you
us
want to
right
know what
quick.
it is?
Red pill us right
I'll
quick.
tell y'all what it is.
Kim Jong-un's spirit.
That's Kim Jong motherfucking
Oh,
Un,
is that what you're
son.
saying?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, son, that's Kim. Kim Jong Un coming back.
These red pill motherfuckers.
Son,
they
Kim
vibe
Jong
on a
Un was
different level.
dead.
son.
Bro.
He was dead. He went out to the galaxy,
Keep going.
got it back,
Got it back. Okay.
came back with a quickness before they gave his sister the fucking reins.
Bro, that makes sense. Which Korea is closest to space?
The North one. The North. When you're not gonna go to space from South Korea?
That's so far, bro.
That shit is way further.
You'd
You
have
gotta
to go
go
to
through
South
North.
space. Yeah.
Exactly. Unless you go under it, Columbus style.
First of all, y'all know that's bullshit because the Earth is flat. So
Say again?
it's just going up either way.
Earth's not flat. Kim Jong's face is. No, in all seriousness, that's Kim Jong Un.
Oh, word.
Yo, you can't hold him down, bro.
Yo, my
You
man.
cannot stop him.
Son.
Bro, what does UFO stand for?
Un.
Identified.
Fucking object.
Unidentified flying object.
Boom. It's an unidentified object, bro.
Yo. Oh, flying is better than fucking. I was trying to find out what the acronym would be. I was like, fucking object, bro. That's a great name for that shit. Nah, but in all seriousness, is back, baby.
Is he? Are you sure? Because
You can't kill what's already dead.
Oh. Shit.
You said, are you sure? Like, you know?
Son, I
you
know.
know he's saying it like he knows.
Yo, I know. Kim Jong-un is back.
Why you say that?
Yeah. Well,
You think it's coincidence that he came back the same day the Rodman shit dropped?
That, yo.
Dude, think about it, bro.
Can I be honest? When Al plays that sound effect, the joy that goes through his body,
he's
it's like
so
in his
excited.
soul.
oh
It's
yeah.
like it's in his soul.
Son, I'm a DJ in that 1 second.
That one in particular, though, you get so fucking giddy. Oh, man.
But in all seriousness, you can't stop Kim Jong-un. He's going to be here forever. That's what he is.
Yeah, he got to be around forever. He Asian.
He's
I can live to
Asian.
104.
That's my motherfucking guy. You know what I mean? Shouts to bro. We might have to go to North Korea.
He's numero uno, yo.
Yo, real talk. Think about it. Should we go to North Korea? We could do that.
Could we?
I'd go.
You could go. There's trips.
I'd go. Rodman came back.
Yeah, but that's Rodman, yo.
Son.
What's the
have
difference?
you seen Rodman?
Kim Jong-un loves Rodman.
What if we go there and then we win his heart?
We could try to win his heart.
I think
we can send him some videos. I bet if we send him this video, he'd be like, you know what? These guys are all right. Mm-hmm. You just got to scour the rest of your shit. Make sure there's no jokes about the man.
I think that he could take a joke. I think that he has
That's
an
where we
exceptional
disagree.
sense of humor.
This is where our thought trains diverge.
Really?
You think he has an exceptional trait?
I think he has an exceptional
Okay,
sense
go.
of humor.
Go.
Quite a funny prank he played on us.
Okay.
Right?
It's pretty good. As far as pranks go,
It was
faking
pretty
your own
good.
death is pretty good.
That's it. He was just playing peekaboo.
Yo, that's a great political leader to fake your own death.
Son,
That's
he wa-
Machiavelli.
Sometimes you got to do that to see how much of people really fuck with you. You know what I mean? You fake your own death and you see all your mans right there that said they loved you. And then they're out there like, nah, fuck that guy. I'm glad he's dead. His sister's way better. Oh, word? Oh, word?
Like young Tom Sawyer on it, bro.
That's it. Was that Huckleberry Finn or Tom?
I can't remember, bro.
I think it's Huck Finn, I think.
I think my man Hux did that to him.
Hux was chilling at his own funeral.
Yo, Hux was chilling, watching it go down.
Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah. Huckleberry Kim, bro.
Huckleberry Kim is
Huckleberry
better.
Kim out here, dog.
Yo. Hey.
All I gotta say is the guy's ahead of his time. Yo, man, listen. Put some respect on him. That's all I'm trying to say. Put
Hey.
a little bit of respect. Try to see it from his eyes.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, that's
All right,
not a
ready?
good metaphor.
I just fuck with him because he drinks Henny.
He's on the Henny
He
Wops.
has the Henny coming in.
Maybe he's a big hip hop fan. Maybe that's why he faked his own death. He listened to Tupac, Machiavelli, and he's like, you know what? I want to do this.
Hey, Biggie, Born Again.
Oh,
Life
shit.
After Death.
Oh,
He about
shit.
to drop that double disc.
Oh, man.
You know
Yo.
that's coming.
I'm just saying, guys, if anybody got to connect to Kim Jong-un, holler at us because we want to talk to him. Oh, also, another thing that we should tell everybody real quick. First of all, if you guys see the plaque in the back, that Flagrant 2 100,000 subscriber plaque, let's go. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
We hit that shit because of y'all. That was amazing, the speed that we were able to get to that. Also, Flagrant 2 Instagram, fuck Instagram, have been, they took down our page.
Yeah.
Some fucking cornball hacked our page and they messed
Yeah.
it up. So we're going to start another one. What's
Yeah.
another one?
I think we might do same handle because it's available.
we?
We can.
Okay, so
If it's still
let's
available
choose
as
that
of
right
today.
now so people can subscribe
Before
because I'm about to
somebody
tell
takes
them.
it right now.
Yeah.
I bet.
So
Before this
it'll be
episode.
Flagrant 2 Pod.
Yeah, Flagrant 2 Pod. Let me just
Let's
make sure
verify
I get
before.
Okay, we'll verify in a second. But basically, yo, go to Instagram, get us back to where we were, man. If you're listening right now, I know you got your phone right next to it. Just go subscribe to our shit, man. We really appreciate that. We were at, a lot of followers there before, and it's easy for us to push out more content through those. And it just makes you look legit. You say you got a podcast, don't even have an Instagram account, you look kind of crazy. So
Yo, we should use it as our finsters. And so all of us say wild shit off it, but you don't know who's speaking. So, so that we can get anything off and nobody knows.
nobody knows who said it.
Yeah.
Ooh, these M words gonna fly.
I might drop a cracker in there once or twice.
I'm okay with that. Also, I got to say thank you, man. We hit a million subs, man, on the Andrew Schulz YouTube page. So everybody that helped us get there, yeah. Thank you guys so much for doing it, man. That's massive. That's a massive move right there for independent media, real independent media.
Huge.
But,
That's crazy. Million subscribers is crazy.
It's wild, man. It was an accomplishment I felt amazing about. Alex, thank you so much for being on this journey with me,
Thank
man.
you,
I
man.
appreciate you so much. Mark, thank you so much for being on this journey with me, man. Thank you guys so much. And Greg Schultz, man, you started it with me, so I got to shout out my brother Greg Schultz. And yeah, man, it was just such a cool thing to have happen. 1 million fucking subscribers, man. That is unreal. So next step, 10 million. Keep on doing it. Keep on checking it. We got some cool content coming out on there. And yeah, if you haven't checked it out already, go check out the, I think we're going to call it Schultz or the Andrew Schultz Show or Andrew Schultz Show or something like that. We got these cool rants that we've been doing. It's like, the things that you would see like Trevor Noah or John Oliver doing, but actually funny. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. I think you'd say it, so I was gonna say it for you. Yo, we are at Flagrant 2 Pod. Number 2.
The number 2. Yeah.
POD. Flagrant 2 Pod.
So make sure you go follow that and go check it out, man. We've been doing these rants and we just felt like, we were sitting around, we were like, yo, man, you can't even trust anything these motherfuckers say. It's like every time I watch one of these motherfuckers talk or do their little rants, I'm like, you don't feel that way. This is how the corporation you work for has told you to feel. And we're in this time where like news is so fucking biased and information in general is so fucking biased. And I just feel like, we just sat down. We're like, why don't we just do this, but funny, but not have anybody telling us what we can or can't talk about, who we can or can't talk about. And we released a couple and they just fucking exploded, man. It was unreal. So I think there is a need for it in the market. The same way when we started Flagrant 2, there was a need to kind of push back against the phony political correctness. And I feel like that same phoniness exists in the information that they feed us. So we're going to say fuck all that. And we're going to body these motherfuckers, put our foot in their goddamn necks. You ready, Al? Mark,
go.
you ready? Yeah. Akash, you ready?
Hell yeah.
All right,
Mark
son.
is such a.
Yeah, no.
What'd he say?
I don't know.
He's like, Mark, you ready? Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to the show. There was a big NFL draft. Akash, how did you feel about this? You were bullish on it?
Yo, the NFL they're the GOATs, man. It's
Okay.
the GOAT League. They're the fucking winners all the time. And honestly, we should stop hating on them and respect it.
Okay.
Because they're just the best.
Why?
Everybody else during quarantine is David Stern, cancel games. One guy got corona.
Adam Silver,
Fine.
Adam Silver. Yeah,
Adam
yeah,
Silver.
yeah.
Adam Silver. Cancel games. We're not doing it. Whatever, I get it. But then you have nothing.
Pussy. Mad
Nothing.
pussy.
Roger Goodell was like, nah, man, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're not going to endanger anybody, but we're going to do this. You're not going to get your normal pro day where you go see whoever.
Go like this. Keep going.
I didn't get it.
You got it.
There
Now
is.
you're good.
You're not gonna get your normal pro day where you get to go see every prospect, whatever. But we're gonna have this fucking draft.
Yeah.
There's a drought of content. We could put out content. and they did a draft where everybody's like normally you have like a war room for the NFL draft of a team does, where like all the coaches are in one room and they're deliberating players and you have the whole clock. They was like, no, we're not going to do that. You're going to Zoom each other. And then we're going to Zoom in our picks, just like SportsCenter's been doing. And not only did they have massive ratings, like day 3 of the draft, which is where you're getting players most people have never heard of, they usually get like 4 or 5, maybe 6 million viewers on day 3 of a draft. This year they had 8.5 million.
Whoa.
Massive. And everybody loved the format. They were like, yo, this is honestly low-key better.
Why? Why is it better?
Because it's just not as much fucking bullshit. I didn't watch because I don't watch the draft. I'll listen to the ticket because I'm just like, I don't care about fucking seeing fans every time you come back from commercial. This time there was none of the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Just, hey, here's the pick. Roger Goodell announces it. It's also funny because he's not used to announcing past the first round, but he did the whole thing this time, which is like, if you add it up, it's like 24 hours and 3 days probably.
Right.
He's fucking drunk by the end of the second night. Legitimately, everybody thinks he's drunk. I sent you a topic where people are looking into it.
Yeah.
And it's just no bullshit. Then as soon as the pick comes in, the analysts talk about it and then they're done. The one thing that was apparently annoying is like they would have a sob story for pretty much every prospect. Like when he was 4 years old, his father died of leukemia and they got the piano. Other than that, everybody's like, yo, this is the best it's ever been. To the point that it's kind of a problem for the NFL because they make a lot of money going from city to city and doing the draft. I went when it was in Philly because wife used to live out there and I was like, let's go. Hundreds of like thousands of people there making money, but everybody likes this better.
Right.
So in the quarantine, not only did you put out a product that people like, they like it better. Your ratings are record high.
You'll make more money doing this though.
I think you could make more money because
No,
you're
you
not
won't.
spending anything. More people are
No
watching.
cost.
You don't even need a studio.
Double ratings, no cost, and you air all 5 rounds of it instead of just 1 or 2, what they would do originally.
Yeah, they always aired all rounds, but the first night is round 1.
Right.
The second night is round 2 and 3.
Right.
And then the third night is rounds 4 through 7. Which
My assumption is that the viewership would start to drop off.
it does, and it still does.
Right.
But every night, I'm pretty sure they set records. And the third day was like, I'm a big football fan and big draft fan, and I'll go live my life and keep up. But a lot of people were just fucking tuned in this time.
I love it.
Because there's nothing else to do.
I love it.
And the NFL saw that, and they said, we're going to go win. And
There's go.
the
Sorry.
NBA, I get you got to cancel a season. I don't want to call them
That
cucks.
shit is so pussy. I'll call them cucks.
We had to cancel shows, so they got 10 times
What's
more
that
people
got to
coming.
do with it? What's that got to do with it?
It's just a lot of people very close together.
Yes.
So what?
If
So the
one
possibility-
Look how high the ceiling is.
If one NBA player dies or gets seriously ill, it's a wrap.
These are the people most likely to survive Corona. They have the best cardio. They are in great shape.
Yeah.
How are they going to die of Corona?
Never know.
You know the real issue is because these fucking idiots can't stop fucking bitches and flying them in. That's if these fucking idiot athletes didn't stop, if they just stopped flying bitches in and fucking them, this would not be an issue. They could just put them in a hotel. They could all hang out in the hotel. None of them would get Corona. If they did, they'd still be healthy. Everything would be fine.
So now you're asking for a lot.
Son, I know.
You're
I'm just
asking
saying,
for a lot.
we could. I'm just annoyed because we could have sports if they
With
could
no
just keep
audience.
their dicks out of these bitches for a couple months.
And we should have
no audience.
I'm with that. And I'll also say this, you know what you could have done to fill the time? The draft. College basketball season's already canceled. You're not going to have your fucking combine. You don't have time for any of that. Why don't you just do the draft? You got all the tape you're going to have.
Yeah.
Give us something. You gave us nothing.
Yeah.
NFL said, all right, this is not the season, but we're going to carry forward with the normal draft.
Yeah.
You don't need to do all the work. And most people had a better draft.
Yeah.
Most teams, because normally you see a guy 1,000 times, you just overanalyze. And if you look at everybody's draft like grades after, this year, outside of the Eagles, they're mostly pretty good.
Yeah.
Because you can't overthink it. I got to see this guy on tape, and that's all I need to go on.
Yeah.
NBA could have done the same shit, and you didn't. And the NFL wins. And I'm tired of feeling sorry for players. Y'all signed that shitty-ass collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah.
Nobody took it to a lawyer. I'm done feeling sorry for you. That's it. They're the GOAT league, and they're continuing to be the GOATs.
Yeah. I just feel like we could be having every sport right now if these athletes weren't fucking idiots.
Yeah, without fans, I'm with
You don't need the fans there. None of us are going to the games anyway.
I know.
We're watching it on TV.
And
so just play the fucking game on TV and don't fly bitches in and everybody's fine. But if you start flying bitches in, one of these fucking idiot girls is going to have corona, and then she's going to go fly to another team, or she's going to go back to her fucking uncle's house. Her uncle's going to end up dying, and she's going to blame it on, Draymond Green or something like that. And then all of a sudden the season's over. If you could just isolate in a fucking hotel and we knew everybody didn't have corona there, it'd be fine. It's stupid that we don't have a basketball season because these guys can't not fuck girls. That's the only reason.
And it would be more fun, I think. It'd be cool to watch the playoffs with just once, with no fans in the stands. Like, just them playing for the stakes of that game. That'd be kind of dope to watch. I would love to see how they respond. There's no home court advantage anymore, which is kind of cool. Like, you're all in one hotel.
Yeah.
1 seed versus 8 seed.
The amount of fights we would see, though, if all these motherfuckers are backed up and having fuck.
It'd be the best competition.
That shit'll be the 90s.
This would be great. People would actually swim. Not swim. Swing. Yeah. No, but they'd actually swing at each other. Not all this pump faking bullshit. They get in each other's face like, let's go.
Now they're hostile. Oh, it'd be so fun. That shit would be so fun.
It enrages me, bro. I think I had too much coffee. That shit just fucking hit me right there. Yeah. But yeah, it's like we could easily have a fucking season, man. Let's have a fucking season. What are we doing? Why is Adam Silver such a pussy? Only 4 people can be at the practice facility at one time. What is going to happen? What is the worst case scenario?
Listen.
That a 20-year-old gets corona and then he's back a week later? If you got an old coach, don't let him go. Simple as that. Put a mask on, coach.
There's a way to do it. And if you don't want to have fans there, cool. You want to do the hotel, cool.
What, Al?
At the very least, he could give us a draft.
I know you're saying that, okay, because they're young and healthy, they should be able to beat it. But there are still some, very few, but there are some young, healthy people that still die from
it.
So the moment one basketball player dies, that organization's like, this is your fault for continuing the season.
No, that's valid. Even middle ground.
That shit is worth it, bro. That shit is worth it. I can't watch no more videos on the Fed. I can't. I need some basketball.
Thank God for that.
I can't watch.
Yeah, honestly, we need basketball back. I can't do more conspiracy theories.
I can't deal with it, guys. I'm too
Andrew's
deep
so
in the fucking rabbit hole.
Theories, he's
Ain't no rabbits in the fucking hole, bro. I'm searching for him.
Son, he's so deep, he's getting racially progressive.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I love
Sam Cooke. I can't believe what they did to Sam Cooke, man.
I love it. I love that.
Fucked up. White man got him.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's what it's doing to you, yo.
We love it.
This is not the Andrew I know.
I thought Sam Cooke is white. I thought he was a white guy trying to help out black people.
You keep thinking that. Yes. Yes.
Nah, Sam Cooke is the shit, yo. Listen, go check out Sam Cooke. That motherfucker
what was the
knows
documentary
what's going on.
that
Say
you
what?
watched? What was the documentary that you watched?
It's called The 2 Killings of Sam Cooke or something like that.
Okay. On
And
Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Right.
And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not going to say it's fucking amazing. It's pretty good. But
Sam Cooke is amazing.
Sam Cooke is amazing. And he's just got a fascinating story. And if they ever try to take me out, it will be for that kind of stuff. I promise you. If they ever try to get your boy Schultz out of here, if I die of like a super random death, they took me out. Well, same Sam Cooke.
Why did he get taken out?
Say again?
Why did he get taken out?
Because this guy challenged the record industry. And he was trying to empower these artists, man. He was trying to empower artists. And they fucking took his ass out.
Black artists in particular.
Black artists in particular. But I think it sets a precedent for all artists. Like if he brings black artists together, then I think all the rock artists start going, oh shit, we should do that shit too. So it's like he was about to be the first domino. You know? Mm-hmm. And they bodied that motherfucker and they tried to act like he was the one trying to rape a girl. Like they flipped the whole thing on him, man. It's unbelievable. And now his legacy's fucked. Because I was listening to his music and I'm like, wait, why is this guy? Why don't we talk about Sam Cooke in the same way that we talk about any other amazing artist from back in the day? Like this guy had bangers. I mean, hit after hit after hit. No, son, because like I was thinking about that shit with it's like now everybody who history looks upon poorly, I'm a little curious, right? Now I'm not talking about Hitler and these motherfuckers, right? But like I'm looking even like an Andrew Jackson, like President Andrew Jackson, right? They're like, oh my God, Andrew Jackson is such a racist, is a horrible guy, right? And I'm like, all the presidents were racist back then. They all had slaves. You can't be more racist than having slaves. Like until Abraham Lincoln, they were all racist,
Yeah, but he killed 2 races.
Say again?
He killed 2 races.
Let me tell you something. You think them white people that own slaves were like, these Native Americans got some nice fucking hats. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they would have Native American slaves if they could. They just couldn't.
Yeah, but maybe they weren't killing them as actively.
Son, they were out there killing them. You just didn't know. Right? There was no Native American News Network.
My perception of Andrew Jackson is history looked at him differently in the last like 15, 20 years.
That's
like I remember being young and nobody cared.
Put it like this. The motherfuckers that write history, right? The winners write history. Like the way we look at World War II is America's the savior. We did it all. We were the ones that conquered it. Without us, they would have been fucked this, that, the other. We came in there, saved the day. Nobody goes, oh shit, 25 million Russians died in World War II. Like most people don't even know that. Most people know 6 million Jews died in World War II, and nobody knows 25 million Russians. And that motherfucker
I didn't even know that.
Froze to death.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Most of them just froze.
I didn't know that part, but
Son, so it's like, but the way that you craft history is you got to make yourself look great if you won.
yeah.
Right? And that's how we should. Because hell yeah, let's go. Why shouldn't we be the winners? Why shouldn't we come and save the day? And we did do some heroic shit. I'm not saying we didn't. But now I'm looking back at history and I'm like, oh shit, why are we supposed to hate? Why are we supposed to hate Andrew Jackson? What the fuck did he do? Of course, he's the guy who shut down the banks. He got the central bank the fuck out of here. And they remembered him very poorly because of it. And then I look at Sam Cooke and I'm like, wait a minute, I know all these songs. I'm literally listening to Sam Cooke on Spotify. My girl just put it on. We're just hanging around. She's cooking. We're just relaxing. And every song is a banger. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? And she's like, Sam Cooke. He's like amazing. I'm like, wait, what? I know every song, but I don't know Sam Cooke. That's weird. And we start Googling Sam Cooke and Wikipedia, and I'm like, they're like, very sketchy death. And I'm like, uh-oh. We put on the Netflix. I hit up Van Lathan and Charlamagne. I'm like, yo, is Sam Cooke the best musician ever? What's going on? He goes, yo, he's up there. You should check out the documentary on Netflix. They got this motherfucker out of here and tainted his legacy forever, dude. Like, that's some crazy shit. I'm saying we got to be skeptical of the people they tell us to hate, bro.
So the next one, I told you it's called "What Happened, Miss Simone."
Yeah,
on Nina Simone. Check out that.
Yo,
documentary.
Nina
That
Simone,
shit is real.
Hey man,
real.
she amazing songs.
Yeah,
amazing songs. A little rough on the face.
I was waiting. Everybody was waiting.
Son, amazing music. She looked like Charla. Amazing music. Nina the God, bro. Real
Dark
talk.
skin Charla, light skin Charla.
Both. Son, Nina was out here struggling. All due respect. All due respect, because the music is amazing.
Oh my god.
All due respect, 'cause the music is amazing. But it was, it was a different time. That was a different time.
It was a different time.
It was a different time. You know what I mean?
Different time.
It was a different. You were just listening to the music. Ain't no music videos. You know what I'm saying? It was a different time. That's the thing. We don't need to hear these fat bitches talking about how hard it is to be fat and be a musician. There was ugly bitches making music way before you. You know these fat bitches? What's that fat bitch name?
Which one? There's so
Adele?
many.
The singing bitch.
Adele.
The black Adele.
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
Oh.
I knew.
But like, we don't need to hear how hard it is for you. There have been ugly people making music for years.
It's weird when we hear how hard it is for you and then everybody celebrates you for being fat.
I just don't get
I
it.
feel like you got to pick one at this point.
Pick one.
It's either hard to be fat or we all celebrate. If it's hard to be fat, we could judge you for being fat, and that proves that it's hard to be fat.
Boom.
If it's beautiful to be fat, it was hard and now it's great. So it's cool.
That's great. Pick a
Now we
side.
celebrate it and you're good.
Unbelievable, this shit.
Of course you would try to have her cake and eat it too. Bitch. Ain't that some Lizzo shit to do? Probably Red Velvet, the bitch.
What is it about? Like, what is it about that is annoying? Is that it? Is it like you're literally trying to have your cake and eat it too? It's like you're trying to be a victim and you're using the victimhood to be celebrated?
I think that's what I think that's what bothers it.
So it's one or the other for
seeing
us?
everybody jump on board and be like, oh, it's so amazing. I miss her. I love her. No, you don't. Like, you don't have to do this.
They're only doing it so that they can look progressive.
So they can look progressive. It's the same shit where Howard Stern said Gabrielle Sidibe, Precious, he was like, she needs to lose weight. Everybody's celebrating her being like big like this. She's not going to have the career she would have if she was 200 pounds skinnier. Yeah. It's, from what I understand, that's basically what he said. And everybody jumped down his throat and fuck Howard Stern. She's been in how many movies since? Couple? Tower Heist or whatever with Eddie Murphy and Ben Stiller. Probably one or two others I can't think of. That's it.
That's because all the fat bitches in movies are played by black men. right? Like if
Tyler
you need
Perry.
Tyler Perry, Martin Lawrence, if you need a fat bitch in a movie, bro, a male black actor is gonna take that role.
Son, she been the fat bitch in less movies than Tyler Perry.
Eddie Murphy,
Eddie Murphy. Oh, Norbit.
Norbit.
Naughty Professor.
Son. Fat black bitches can't get no roles out here, and they got all the roles out here. Real talk. Yo, maybe Lizzo got a point.
Yo.
Dude, you think Eddie Murphy took more jobs from black actors than any other person?
Oh my God.
Yeah, he might have though.
Oh my God.
Everyone's talking about representation of Hollywood. He played 8 black people in a movie, bro.
Yo, it's like he made Chappelle famous, he made Rock famous. He's like, I gotta cut this shit out. There might not be an Eddie Murphy no more. And he just started playing all the roles. Son, the same thing with Robin Williams. Robin Williams would voice all the characters in the cartoons with Aladdin and shit. It's like, can motherfuckers get some work out here? Robin? That's
He
so
robbing
true.
people of their roles.
You gonna steal people's jokes and their roles? Dude, that's a great fucking point.
Oh my God.
They probably took him out.
Yo.
You don't steal jobs from white people, son. They
Son.
took him out.
And brag about it, bro. His name was Robin. Dude.
That's what we're saying, bro. Holy shit. Now we're on to, do you think that's why they threw the tranny at Eddie?
Oh, that's why he had. Oh, no, that's why he had to
shit.
start doing his own roles because he was putting too many black people on. Put Rock on, put Chappelle on, put Martin on. You know what? Let's get this guy out of here.
Oh, no. I think it's the other way. I think the black actors like, wait a minute, he's doing all the characters in the movies and our roles aren't there no more. We got to get him out of here.
Black
Go
people
get him
ain't
with the
coming
train.
together to conspire. Yo, come on.
Black people don't come. What happened just right there, son?
Did Kim Jong-un just possess you,
I
bro?
think he might have.
Are you
bro.
possessed by Kim
I think he
Jong-un?
might. I think I got MK Ultra.
Yo, what would happen if you got possessed by Kim Jong-un, bro?
I don't know, dude. That'd be crazy. Wear some sick ass fits. But wait, in all seriousness, what were we just saying?
I don't remember. Oh, Eddie Murphy was tranny.
Oh yeah, do you think that's a possibility? Yeah. Oh, black people conspiring to come together.
Yeah.
Do black people conspire to come together? Akaash says no.
I don't know. I haven't been brought in.
You haven't been brought into the meetings.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the Jay-Z's.
What about Dr. Umar Johnson? What's up, everybody? We're going to pay some bills. Now, this is the reality. People are searching for money. You're searching for money anywhere you can. Maybe you've been furloughed, whatever that is. Maybe you've been laid off. Who knows? Maybe you work in the service industry. You can't get those tips that you usually get to support you. Start selling some things around the house. Now, if you start selling some things around the house, selling some things that you don't use, you could have a pretty lucrative business, but you need to organize that thing. How are you going to organize it? How are you going to organize all those shipping labels? How are you going to make sure all those packages are going to the places that you want them to go to? I'll tell you how. ShipStation. Simple as that. ShipStation. Okay? As folks adapt to this changing world, we are all going to be buying more stuff online than ever. And if you're an e-commerce seller, you have to be ready to meet the demands of the new delivery culture. Okay, you can do that with ShipStation. Everything is delivery right now, is it not?
Everything.
You're not going to the store to buy the jeans. You're getting them shits delivered.
Everything is delivery.
Simple as that, okay? So be ready for it. ShipStation. When you are selling online, getting a lot of orders out can be tough. Simple as that. Can be tough. How do you keep track of who's getting what? What shipping carrier you should use? Are you getting the best rates? You use ShipStation.com. And you will make sure that it is the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way to manage your ship orders. Just a few clicks and you'll be managing your orders, printing out labels, and getting your product to happy customers. ShipStation makes it easy. Simple as that. It helps online sellers of any size get orders out quickly, save money on shipping costs, and keep customers happy. No matter what you're selling, doesn't matter. Amazon, Etsy, your own website, ShipStation brings all the orders into one simple interface, making them really easy to manage from any device, even your cell phone. All right? ShipStation works with all of the major carriers, including USPS, FedEx, UPS, even Amazon Fulfillment, so you can compare and choose the best shipping solution for you and your customer. They even offer big discounts on shipping costs. Now, any business can access the same postage discounts that are usually reserved for large Fortune 500 companies. Do you understand that? You are going to get the discounts that the big companies have. All right? You'll always know that you are getting the best deal. ShipStation, number one choice of online sellers. You'll ship more in less time with the best rates. Now, here's the deal. Right now, our listeners right here at Flagrant 2, ShipStation, they can use it for free for 60 days. All you got to use is the offer code Flagrant. Make sure your business is ready to meet the demands of delivery culture. Get started at ShipStation.com today. Use that offer code Flagrant. All right, let's get back to the show. Dr. Umar Johnson is the GOAT, bro.
Yo,
That motherfucker is the GOAT. So
I
did you
have
see
no
the
opinion
clip?
on him.
Did you see the clip? Oh my God, bro.
Which clip is the question?
Oh my
that's
God,
the funny
dude.
part.
He is the funniest motherfucker, unintentionally funny.
Yeah.
He is the most unintentionally funny human being that I've ever seen
Can we
in my
find a clip
entire
now?
life. There's a clip. I got this shit on my phone, yo. There's a clip of him giving these conferences. He gives these conferences where he basically just takes advantage of very of black people. I mean, it's really sad, man, and like,
It's too bad because I liked a lot of things he says.
but you don't though. That's the thing. Like, if you listen to him, you don't.
Yeah, you know, like,
Maybe I haven't listened enough. I don't know. That's why I said I don't have a real opinion one way or the other.
Bruh.
From what I've heard, I heard little snippets. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Nah, that's the thing. Broken clock, right? Two times a day, right? So like, he's perfect example of that. Like, he'll say some shit that's like empowering and smart. Honestly, I don't even want to like get into like.
do you know which conference? Was it?
Nah, I got the clip somewhere right here, man. Because I've laughed at this. I got it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this shit?
Yeah.
All right. So I give you the long version or the short version?
How long is the long version?
44 seconds.
Oh, yeah, we got 44 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second,
You want to send it
guys.
to Al and put it on the TV?
Hold on. Should I send it to you and
Yeah,
put it on
yeah,
the TV? All right.
Can you explain who he is?
Yeah. So
The one guy Mark don't know about.
Al, I'm sending it to your phone, Al.
Yeah.
All right. So Dr. Umar Johnson is the prince of Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism, I guess, which is a movement. It's a black empowerment movement. And he has some very strict racial opinions about how black people should operate. And you're right, there is some black pride baked in there, and about like togetherness and help supporting community, etc. But and I got a lot of the shit about this a few years ago, but the cool thing about the truth is that it never ages, guys. Truth never ages. I call
That's a bar.
never ages.
Truth is
dog.
black, bro.
That's right. You know it, dog. So
That's funny.
so basically, he had this hustle back in the day. Like I picked up that he was a con artist and shit like that, but he was gaining a lot of steam back then. He wanted to like start this like charter school for like black boys, and he was like getting all these like donations in to start it, and then never ended up becoming a school, and it looked like a whole scam. And who knows what he's trying to do? But I basically called him out. I was like, dude, he's got like a lot of like super racist and homophobic rhetoric, and it's like stupid. This is back on Brilliant Natives when I was like trying to like make like societal points about shit, and everybody called me fucking right or racist, this, that, the other. And a few years later, now he's just a laughing stock of the internet. But that's fine. No apologies necessary, guys. It's okay. Just destroy my character, but that's fine. Okay, so I absolutely love this guy. He's fucking hilarious. I mean, I don't love him in terms of anything he says.
You laugh at him.
Oh my God,
with
he
him.
is so funny.
Yeah.
You know how like Duval posts like retards on his Instagram
yeah.
and they're hilarious?
Yeah.
This is my version of it. Okay. So play this. This is him at a conference.
Oh shit.
This is him at a
Alright.
conference talking about how to fix a community. Ready? And play.
Come on, play.
Okay.
Got the thug energy, anger. Thug energy is normally anger and pain. That's all it is. I know because I do therapy with them thugs. And once they see I ain't scared of them, then we can have a conversation. And fellas, I want to be clear now. When we go back to take over the community, because we're going to have to do it, gentlemen, you can't expect the cops to fix this because they started it. But I want to be clear. I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone that we're going to have to put some of them to sleep in order to take back the neighborhood. Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality. But I'm telling you as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. Fuck God!
What did he scream?
He said some of them are going to sleep for good.
Son, for literally a week straight, maybe
Oh my
2 weeks
God.
straight, every day I sent Charlamagne for good every single day, just randomly throughout the day. Son,
Yeah.
it is hilarious.
What did Charlotte say? Because Charlotte,
Oh, Charlotte put him on Breakfast Club a lot.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte's entertained by him. I honestly don't know. Because I asked him, I was like, I don't get it. Like, he's not a doctor, right? Because I started looking into shit. His name is Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm starting to look. I was like, where's he a doctor from? Like, where'd he get his degree?
Yeah.
And I was like, just ask if he's a doctor. Like, I can't find, I Googled it. I cannot find any degree for being a doctor. That's first step of con artists.
Right.
Like, the bare minimum, you can't find it. So I'm like, oh, the whole thing is fraud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. That's the thing. He already put a lot of you to sleep. Fuck off! And he said that shit. So that shit was hilarious.
Oh, that was wild, yo. That's
Anyway.
a wild ass clip.
What else we talking about today, boys?
Son, just shout out to black people who aren't doctors and claiming to be one, though. Like, son,
Dre.
We're the best for that.
That's how
shit.
not racist we are, though, is we just believe it.
I mean,
You tell me you a doctor and I'm racist, I'm gonna be like, from where? But Dr. Umar Johnson says he's a doctor. I'm like, yeah, I can see it.
I guess he's a doctor.
Yeah, I guess he's a doctor.
You can't question it though. That's what it is.
Why not?
Because then you feel guilty. If some black guy's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Dr. Something," you have to be like, "Well, take his word for it." You know what I mean? Like,
because if you do question it, then yeah.
then you're racist.
But do you ever question anybody's doctor?
Yeah.
Like, are you ever like anybody's like, I'm a doctor, and like you would audibly say, really?
The only
Like,
people who do are other doctors.
Women.
I'm a doctor.
you can get a doctor in home ec?
Yeah, from where? The Culinary Institute, bitch? I didn't know they gave out doctorates. I didn't
So
get
my
a
girl
PhD.
did not like me correcting her on her food, bro.
Ooh, talk about it.
She made some food and that shit had a lot of ginger in it.
Okay.
The Indian food?
The Indian food, it was
I knew it.
tasting mad gingery.
All right.
And I'm nice with figuring shit out.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
Like,
I mean,
there's,
nothing.
There's always a solution to
I'm
any-
nice at having taste buds.
Nah. Check it. There's always a solution to every problem, Akaash.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Hit me with that. Hit me with that.
That wasn't a bar.
Hit me with that. Okay, so I Google how do you counteract the flavor of ginger? Because I'm like, there's got to be an equal and opposite reaction
There we go.
for food.
There we go.
Boom, if something's too salty, you got to add this to take away the salt. I'm like, they got to have that for ginger. Motherfuckers been making ginger shit for too long to not be able to balance it. So I Google it, right? I'm like, it's a little gingery. She's like, you think it's too gingery? And I'm like, yeah, all you need to do is put some brown granulated sugar in there.
Okay.
This chick want to look at me. I don't even know what she said, to be honest with you. But she was so upset that I corrected her cooking, that I offer a suggestion of her on her cooking, being that I know nothing about cooking.
Right.
But I had to explain to her, it has nothing to do with my expertise in cooking. This is Google's expertise in cooking. Don't you think that's reasonable to correct?
Yeah.
I definitely think it's reasonable, but she's feeling like if she Googled how to fix a joke and corrected you on a joke,
Yeah.
you gonna look at her like, what?
Yeah, my girl did that. She might get Sam cooked. She might be out this. Ain't no cooking for you.
She might go to sleep.
Son, imagine your girl
That's
gave
a
you
valid
correct-
insight, Al.
Yeah.
That's a valid insight.
What would I do in that? What if the correction that she gave? Fire.
Would you give her credit?
Hell no.
Exactly.
And how would you look at her
My
when
girl
she...
gave me one premise that I completely forgot she gave me. On purpose forgot. I can't let this chick get credit for my brilliant shit. She had a good ass idea. I said, hey. When she said the idea in the conversation, I realized, I was like, yo, that shit might be a good joke. And in the conversation, I was like, honestly, I don't think anybody would make any sense of that, to be honest. I downplayed the fuck out of her idea in real time. I go, no, I hear what you're saying, but I think most people think you're a fucking idiot for some shit like that. You know what I mean? So now just forget you even said that, so nobody judges you in the future.
Nah, you
and
know-
then I said it as a joke. I remember she came to the show in New Orleans later that night. She was like, that was really cool that like something I said to you ended up on stage. I was like, bitch, you gotta be out of your thinking you thought about that. I told you that in that conversation, crazy ass.
Nah, yo, I'm gonna be honest. I
Some of
relate.
these bitches gotta go to sleep in that room. Are you right? They do, doctor. I get it. I can't psychologize her. I cannot psychologize her, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I relate to your girl on this because me and a couple comics that are friends, you have been a part of a thing where we run a premise by you, and you're like, "No, I thought of that," and then we're just like,
did.
huh?"
Oh,
I did.
oh, son.
So now if it don't, so now it just don't go on stage.
I did think of it.
Now, son.
If I thought of it, I did.
But you just won't go on stage. You won't put it on stage. But then I'm like, or whoever's like, well, now I can't put it on stage because now we don't know. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe he did think of it.
I thought of all jokes. It's a thing that's unfortunate for other comics.
Oh my God.
Then I thought of all jokes.
Yo, watching Andrew talk to himself is so fucking funny.
What'd I do?
Because it's just a few, and I'm sure you guys can
Oh,
tag on
of
sentences.
course.
He'll just be in his phone, and you won't be talking to anybody, and just be like, these motherfuckers is hating you. Yo, Andrew, who? These motherfuckers. Everybody. They could do some shit. And he can explain how was his first.
Oh my God, son. He's like, you see these motherfuckers trying to go on stage and tell jokes into a microphone, son? How they gonna do my shit, son? How the fuck they gonna try to be funny in front of crowds, son?
You know, they tell the joke and then they do some shit after the joke that's also funny that they say. Tag it.
Son, how
That's
you
not
gonna
shit
tag
as
up
a tag.
the fucking joke, son? This shit is crazy, bro.
Oh, yo.
This shit is crazy, bro. I be promoting my shows with a flyer. These motherfuckers want to promote their shows so people come out to their shit.
Stealing my bits. I'm like, yo, that's Chris Rock. You're like doing my jokes in the 90s and shit. Fucking idiot.
Son. Nah, I like to create like little enemies, bro. That shit drives me,
I
bro.
know, and you need that. You need that.
I know,
Good for
but
you.
they don't know that shit. We be shaking hands in the club. You know, hey, shows, how's everything going? I be like, that's good. Everything's cool, but you go to sleep. Fuck you!
I like the way you psychologize your enemies.
I'm
yo.
like, you gotta create the enemies, B.
Bro, you really do. We were riding the motorcycle
Oh
back
boy,
home,
here we go.
and literally,
Oh boy, what's
it's not even like, it's
I
not
don't
even-
know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's not even like that. So the light turns green,
Yeah.
and then for the other side, for the cross street, and you cut off a car to go across the street because
Yeah.
you don't stop at the red light.
Yeah.
And then the cop turns on his little sirens. He goes whoop whoop, and you go bitch ass cop. It's like you cut him off.
Son, I do. You want to know some real shit I do that's fucking stupid, but I really do it? I'll be biking, right? And I'll pass another biker.
Yeah.
Right? And as I pass, I'll go, fuck out of here, stupid. You want to know what's crazy? I got electric bike.
Yeah,
I ain't even biking past this. It's the electric doing all the work. I literally look at him. I was like, stupid, fuck out of here. You thought you was going to keep up with me, stupid, with your dumb pedal.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
I'm just as dumb. I'm going up the bridge, and I was like, you dumb pedaling ass motherfucker.
Walk it.
A homeless dude with a bunch of bottles on his shit. It's like,
Oh my God.
It's like, I bet you hot. I bet you hot. I bet you breathing hard right now.
I bet you sweaty, huh? You sweaty underneath all that? Hey, what's it like to breathe? Like you got corona? Why you breathing so heavy?
Oh my God.
Son. Yo, that is true, man. Create those enemies, bro.
Fuck.
Y'all gotta create enemies. Y'all don't got enemies that don't know they're enemies?
I got a couple for sure.
Come
That's
on,
funny.
Akaash.
I don't have any.
None?
None. Swear to God.
None.
Swear to God.
Black women? You be passing them in the club like, fuck out of here, stupid. Where these white bitches at?
Bro, for real, Alex was like, yo, Nina Simone's the best artist ever, bro. If she walked up to you in the club, you'd be like,
Son. I mean, you can
just
sing,
like her 'cause she's dead.
You can sing, though.
You like her because she's dead. Holy fuck.
I missed that.
You also like it because she got two white names. Guys.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Draymond.
Oh God! Can we talk about
Draymond.
this fucking
Draymond.
He really hit the auto-tune. The auto-tune, huh?
Actually, I'm
Yo,
nice.
We
son.
haven't had a singing
I'm nice.
competition in a minute, bro. We haven't had a singing competition in a minute.
I think we got to save it for Patreon.
Save it?
Yeah.
All right, but we haven't had a singing competition. Hey, bet. Friday, everybody got to come correct with a song.
Okay. Sam Cooke.
No, you come correct with your
Oh,
song.
okay,
You
okay.
choose what you want. Everybody got to come correct with a song. Friday, we're going to have another singing competition because we haven't had a singing competition in a minute.
Ooh, and Mark's here now.
Oh, yeah. Mark thinks he can sing.
Mark thinks he can
I'm a
sing.
legit singer, bro.
How you figure?
Because I know all the words because
No, but why are you a legit singer?
I'm good at it.
But why?
I was
He's
in I was
not-
in the choir.
Were you in choir?
Yeah,
Oh, that shit's cheating, bro.
5th grade to 7th grade, bro.
He got lessons in it.
Yeah,
That's
Miss
nothing.
Taylor.
That's not even real choir.
Yeah,
fifth
that's
grade, seventh grade.
nothing.
You don't think?
Nah, that's
They
just like
weeded him out before it got real. You
you
know what I
just
mean?
got to stand up there with the
No,
rest of
we
them.
got
That's it.
superiors. We got superior at the state competition.
What does that mean?
I don't really know. I don't know.
Superior?
Yeah, I think is what it was.
So when you win, you're not the winner. You're the
No,
superior.
it's better than average. Superior.
What is it?
It's better than average, I guess. That's what I'm
That's
assuming.
too
Akash,
close
can you
to
can you
supreme
explain
and
what
it's like-
virgin activities
I
you
know,
got?
yeah. Like, what the fuck y'all talking about?
Dude, it was an all-white kids choir at a Christian school. That shit was trash, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
What songs did you sing?
We sang.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, mostly Sam Cooke is what we sang. A lot of Sam Cooke.
Oh, there we go. Respect. Respect.
Yeah. A lot of Nina Simone.
Son, we gotta do a nice little sing along come Friday.
Flagrant Idol Part 2.
Flagrant Idol Part 2. I think so.
I'm with it.
Y'all with it? But we have to really try to sing. You can't joke around. You have to
You
really
the motherfucker that joked around the whole time
I'm
last
not.
time.
I'm not. I take it serious. Nah. I take it serious.
Bruh, nah.
Hey, I have the best voice. I have the best lips.
Oh, man.
But I thought we already did it, and I thought once Al won, he won for good.
Wait, what song did Al do?
I said I bodied everything. So
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Donnell Jones, where I want to be.
Al is nice.
is the
Al is
banger.
nice. I will be honest. Mark is nice.
Yeah,
Mark is
Mark
good at
is pretty
singing.
good. Mark is pretty good.
Mark is really good at singing, bro.
gonna lie.
I'm not going front. I'm not going front. Mark is good at singing. Akaash, you're trash. You are trash. You're garbage at singing. You're like garbage.
You're the worst, yo.
Nah, bro.
If I'm trash, you're worse. That's all I need. I'll be trash,
Yeah.
but you worse.
No.
Al,
son.
Who do you think is a
We're gonna
worse
see
singer?
Friday. We're
Who
gonna
do you
see
think
Friday.
is a
We're
worse
gonna see
singer?
Friday.
he just want health insurance. That's all. He just want health insurance.
Yo. Do the fucking Faso Latido right now. Just do it.
Hit it. Yo, you hit it.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Oh, that was kind of nice. I can't hate that. Was kind of nice. That was kind of nice. Come on. All right.
Do it. I dare you to sing, bro. I dare you to sing with me right now. Go. Hit it. Go.
How does it go? Up.
You know how that shit go.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
No.
That shit was nice,
No.
too. That shit was nice.
Voice
Little bassy,
cracked.
little rich.
Voice cracked.
That shit was rich. That shit was rich, yo.
You fucking cracked.
That shit was rich,
You
yo.
fucking cracked, bro.
shit was
Dog,
rich.
you about to lose come Friday.
All right, let's go.
You better come correct.
Oh, we going. Let's
All
go.
right? Better come correct.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's talk about Draymond.
Draymond.
Okay, Draymond Green. Why do you think that he feels the need to talk?
He's like Dennis Rodman, but boring.
Oh my God, I love that. Go on.
He's just a bootleg ass Dennis Rodman. You're not quite as good of a defender. You're not nearly as good of a rebounder. You're not nearly as entertaining, but you keep yapping. You're not doing any of the crazy shit. You're not going out getting drunk and then coming back and being the fucking winning at the Indian race or whatever it's called.
Yes.
You're just not as good, and you just talk more, and it's not fun to watch. Rodman entertaining, so I'll let Rodman slide.
Yeah.
Draymond is not.
He is
Just complaining.
just fucking complaining. And like, if you guys don't know what we're referencing, he was on a podcast. I forget whose podcast. And he was just talking all this shit for no reason. Like, there's really no reason for him to talk about this, right? Like, you have your rings. History books say what they say.
It's the Matt Barnes, Stephen Jones podcast. What's it called?
Stephen Jackson?
Stephen Jackson.
And it's like, but he just starts giving out all these opinions. It's like, for nothing. Like, and maybe it's deep-rooted insecurity, you know? Who knows what the fuck it is? But he drives me crazy because I think that he believes he's part of the big three, if you will.
Yes.
I truly believe in my heart that he is as valuable to the Warriors as Luke Longley was to the Bulls. He is the Warriors' Luke Longley. I think he is the most replaceable player on that team. I really think. I think you could get any decent power forward that plays D. Don't have to do anything else, but plays D.
Can you think of a player in the league that you could replace him with?
Any power forward.
Not Kevin Love, because Kevin Love don't play D.
Kevin Love can't lock up. But if you take a Pascal Siakam, the Warriors are 10 times better.
Oh, yeah, Pascal.
I wish we could go through like lists of power forwards. It would be 10 times better.
Right.
Because you don't have to do anything. Just stand at the fucking top of the key, hand the goddamn ball off to Steph or Clay, and shut the fuck up. Like, literally, that's all you have to do to win rings. And he can't stop talking. What did Barkley call him? Mr. Triple Single?
Yeah.
That's what he's triple single. It's like, you don't have... Yes, you can play defense against guys that are bigger than you. Effectively. Yes, you have that. We're the greatest team ever. Me and Steph Curry would have fucking destroyed Shaq in a pick and roll. Shaq would have walked through you on the first pick and roll, and you would never set a pick against Sturdy in your entire life.
Yeah, you think you're stopping Shaq in the post?
I dare you to think that at 6'7" you're going to stop Shaq in the post.
Unbelievable.
You can play D against today's big man because today's big man is a 6'9" guy who's 190 pounds.
Yeah, you ain't seen no fucking Shaq.
Do you think he's just trolling?
I think
it's quarantine. He's bored. He just wants to troll and stay in media.
I don't think so.
I think he's like us. I think that he wants attention. He's no different than us.
Yeah.
But like, we want attention because this is what we do for a living. We literally talk shit for a living. That is our job. He plays basketball for a living. You don't need both.
You're
Right?
not
Like,
good enough at basketball to get attention for it.
yeah, but you are going to get attention and you're going to get the rings. You should be validated by that one thing. You shouldn't need anything else. Like, I can understand if we were like on a rowing team and we were like the best rowers or on the best rowing team. Like, that should validate us. We should be good with that.
You know what? How you talked about Jordan's ego was wrapped up in the ring?
Yeah.
Draymond's isn't. Draymond got the rings, got rings, and still not validated.
Because Draymond knows that he's not necessary.
Yeah.
He really knows he's not necessary, and it eats away at him. And I think he's kind of trying to qualify himself constantly. He's like, I am part of this big three. I do offer value. I am part of the reason why we won. You're a part, but so is John Paxson. You're part, but so is Bill Cartwright. That's who you are. You are a role player on the best team ever, and your role could be easily filled by any number of other players there. It really could. And people bigged his ass up. They bigged his fucking ass up, and he started to believe it. That's the issue.
So here's what I think. He got the first championship. He was pivotal because that's a substitution they made that turned the series. Now, it was also a broken-ass Cleveland team. If Cleveland is full strength, they probably lose. But if Draymond doesn't get suspended for Game 5, a lot of people think Golden State wins that series.
But he
the next
did.
year. But he did because he's a retard.
There you go.
And also, at the end of that series, the reason they lost is because by Game 6 and 7, they figured out how to beat the Warriors. And Draymond is a guy you can expose. You just kill Steph on the pick and roll, and then you're fine. Draymond
Shoot
can't hold
threes all
together.
day. We know you'll miss eventually.
Yeah, shoot threes. I remember texting you in the first half because he hit a few threes, and you're like, this is the best. Draymond is drunk off these threes. He's going to start missing. Cavs are going to win. That's exactly what happened.
And it's happened. You know what's interesting is that the best thing that could have possibly happened to Draymond Green's career is coronavirus. By far the best thing, because it will make us forget about the season where he was exposed. When Steph is down and Clay is down and Draymond is by himself, he's averaging 8 points a game, whatever the fuck he is.
You know what the second best thing is? KD signs. Another thing that he hated. But if KD didn't sign, all of a sudden we know how to beat the Warriors. It's done. They're a beatable team. This is the formula. Then KD signs, and now it's an unstoppable amount of talent, and there's nothing you can do. But he's what, the 5th best player on the team, 4th best player on the team?
There you go. It's very interesting. This was the season that he spoke the most, right? He had the most opinions, and this is the season where he was exposed the most. I think he's just speaking out of insecurity. He's realizing his limitations, and he's realizing how amazing he was when he was within that system, and he was the 4th or 5th option on the floor at any given point in time. It's no different than like when you play with Steve Nash and all of a sudden you start averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm the shit. And then you stop playing with Steve Nash and you're like, wait a minute, why am I averaging 12 points a game? Jason Kidd, you balling with Jason Kidd and you're shooting the best you've ever shot, right? You're scoring the most you've ever scored because he's going to get you the ball in the perfect situation any point in time. LeBron, perfect
Luka.
example. You gonna get money when you play with these guys,
Yep.
but you're not actually that good on a free market in the league. And Draymond, when he was on his free market, the Warriors were bums.
The worst team in the league, I think.
Were they the worst team in the league?
I believe the worst. So if you're Charles Barkley, if you think Charles Barkley can't sit at my table, but with you as the alpha, the team is the worst in the league.
So
how
Charles
good are
made
you?
the playoffs.
Charles would drag you to the playoffs.
Charles would drag your ass in the motherfucking playoffs. Where are you dragging them? To the worst fucking record in the league, or at least the worst record in the West?
Yeah, you're a system center.
You are a system center. That is well said. And you're speaking out because you're realizing it this year. You're realizing your effect on the team is minimal.
And the level of denial is crazy. He was saying like, teams used to always say when we were good that you guys get all the calls. And then this year we're bad and we're not getting the calls. And I see what they're saying. But then he didn't stop there. He goes, it's almost like refs are paying me back for what, the things that I would do when I was good. Like they don't like me. It's like, no, this is just, that's how the league works. Good teams get all the calls. I think they got the most calls. Fine. Now you're a bad team. You see what it's like. But instead of saying, yo, we got the benefit of the doubt on a lot of calls.
Yeah.
We still win the series, but maybe we don't win game 1 against Cleveland if KD didn't get that, draw that bullshit charge against LeBron or whatever.
Right.
We got a lot of calls. Instead of saying that, he's just like, no, I think they hate me from back when we were good. Not, oh yeah, they're right. We got the benefit. It's, oh, they hate me.
Woe is me. He's just so annoying, man.
Well, you can't accept the truth. Most people are in denial about something. So we overcompensate somehow. But for him,
if the truth is something you don't want to believe, you can't accept
anything
it.
you're insecure about, you overcompensate. So him overcompensating for the fact that he's insecure about being like a true all-star on your own, you're great with good players who can't play defense. With great shooters who can't play defense, you're necessary. You hold it together. That's the only time you're valuable, like really valuable.
And that is a position of value, but it's not a position that needs to talk.
It's not a star position.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like, you might be the linchpin. You might be the thing that holds everything together. You know that stone that's in the top of an archway?
Yeah.
Right? It's that one stone, right?
Yeah.
That when placed, it holds the arch together.
Yeah.
Yes, that thing is incredibly important, right? It's not the fucking foundation. It's not the columns. It's not the thing that's actually built in the arch. Without it, it falls, sure. But it is not the most important part of that team because you don't even have a fucking arch if you don't have the things that are supporting the structure itself.
You're Dennis Rodman, but not as good. Dennis Rodman couldn't carry a team on his own. Dennis Rodman was a great defender. What David Aldridge say, the best on-the-ball defender he's ever seen.
Yeah.
Draymond is probably up there, off the ball, on the ball.
Yeah.
You're not nearly as good of a rebounder. Dennis Rodman's by far the best rebounder ever.
Yeah.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman's a star because Dennis Rodman is a star.
And you know what's a shame? Is that Draymond would be so beloved if he shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man. I would love Draymond.
Because you actually kind of want to love the underdog on a team of stars.
We all do. America loves an underdog. We were an underdog. That's how we got here.
Yeah, we're rebels. We are an underdog.
It's built into us. Yeah, we love the fucking guy that's the underdog.
And you do the intangibles, right? You're jumping into the crowd if you're going to take on the Rodman. You're jumping in the crowd. You're playing the tough D. You're defending the guys that are way bigger than you. We would fucking love Draymond if he let us love him instead of explaining to us why we should.
Yeah.
We would fall in love with a guy like that. We'd want him on our team. We'd be, hey, he's the reason why the Warriors win because he can hold it all together. But the second that you come out there and you open your mouth and say your name alongside Steph Curry or Kevin Durant or even Klay Thompson, you look ridiculous.
You really do.
Fucking Draymond.
You heard what Barkley said?
What did he say?
He said you're the worst member of the boy band.
That's what he said.
Son, Barkley's
That's
the
what he
best.
said. Barkley's the funniest, yo.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about Draymond. Dennis Rodman will take your best player mentally out of the game.
Yeah.
Draymond can't do that.
Draymond will take himself out of the game.
Draymond will take himself out of the game. If you charge him up, Bradley Beal, that was like that fight was a draw?
No,
Bradley
Beal
Beal's
checked him.
I thought
checked
Beal
his
won.
ass.
Or maybe
it wasn't a fight, but Beal checked him and Draymond didn't do shit.
Yeah, so that's why I thought his win was. But it wasn't. You didn't body Bradley Beal, who's not a big guy. I mean, he's what 6'7", He's a small forward.
I thought Bradley Beal was 6'5".
Maybe. You're going up against centers. Like, you're supposed to be the fucking bully. You're the guy. Chuck fought Shaq.
Yeah.
You ain't fighting no Shaqs, yo.
Yeah.
Chuck was fearless.
Yeah.
You went at Bradley Beal went at you and got you.
Yeah.
Made you expose you.
Yeah, man. I'm not feeling the Draymond situation right now. He needs to quiet it on
And
up.
if he quieted down, honestly,
We
I'd have
would
probably
love
come around on him this year. I'd have been like, yo, man, you put that guy on the right team, he'd be great.
We love him.
And I thought maybe he would shut up. He even said last year he learned he needed to shut up more, I think.
No, he forgot that shit.
Yep.
What else we got, man?
I saw this thing going around on Twitter. Would you start, bench, or cut these three players? Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon,
Holy
and
fuck.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's
a
hard.
Fucking good one. Yo.
Start, bench, cut. I'd have to cut Hakeem. I would start
I think I was
Shaq.
gonna
And then I would bench Kareem. I'd bench Kareem because I'd want Kareem to finish the game because Shaq can't shoot free throws.
Oh, that's a great call. I was just thinking, this is crazy to say, but I think you got to cut Hakeem. And I was thinking you would start Shaq just because psychologically I think he needs that a little bit more. And also, early on in the game, you can run the offense through Shaq. Late in the game, you can't.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. You would bench Hakeem and have him close it out. But it's a good one.
That sky hook is indefensible too.
I mean, Kareem Reek from what's the podcast he does with Mouse, he says he thinks Kareem is the best ever.
And there's an argument
And there's
for
an argument for it, man. It's hard to deny.
Yeah.
And you say it's just because Kareem was an asshole.
I think history remembers him poorly, and I think that he played a role in that. But yeah, that's interesting. Al, what do you think?
I would probably start Kareem
Yeah.
and then bring in Shaq when I needed like some bully ball. Because Kareem's going to get you buckets.
Yeah.
And he's in better shape. So it's like when he needs a rest, bring in Shaq. Because you know Shaq's going to give you buckets too, but also he can just go ham when I'm putting him in as 6-man and then
Yeah,
bring Kareem back
this might not be something you should consider. I was just thinking Shaq's ego is a little more fragile.
Yeah.
So if you bench Shaq, he could get pouty, he could get whatever. You start Shaq, give him that.
Yeah,
Shaq does
that was
got a
a good
fragile
point
ego.
there, yeah.
Kareem, maybe he's an asshole, but he seems like it wouldn't be his whatever. He'd be like, whatever.
At least
fuck
he
you.
tries to be about that like Buddhist shit.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he actually believes it. Mark, what do you think? Do you know any of these guys?
No, I think the one on the left is pretty good, and then the other two can take him or leave him.
All right, what else we got, man?
Let's look at the topic list, yo. The Aaron Gordon diss track, dog.
Yeah.
Son, that shit is, bars, dog.
You liked it?
Sure. Absolutely.
Nah, that might have been a bomb, bro.
Okay, go on.
Are we gonna listen to something?
No, I don't want it to get flagged or nothing like that.
All right.
Let's be honest.
Aaron Gordon, who plays for the Orlando Magic, had a diss track, and he's dissing Dwayne Wade and also dissing like the competition itself.
Yeah, this is where he fucked up. I'm gonna be honest. If he just made like a regular rap, I think people would be like, yo, he's not bad for a rapper. He's not Dame, but he's not bad for a rapper.
Yeah.
But writing a diss track because of a fucking dunk contest makes you look like such a loser.
Yeah.
Now you lost a dunk contest. Before you got robbed. Now you deserve to lose that shit.
Yeah.
There's this. The only thing this thing says to me is that he believes he'll never win a championship, and the mark that he was going to make on the NBA was going to be winning a dunk contest. I think that's as far as he thinks he would have gone.
I don't know if he cares to win a championship.
I mean, I assume. Wait,
I don't know if he's got that thing in him, that Jordan thing in him. That's like, I want to win a championship at all costs. Like if this eats away at you and your answer is to go make a diss track and not like, fuck everybody. Let's burn this whole thing down.
I mean, I think every player in the NBA wants to win a championship.
Yeah, but like, how bad do you want it is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he doesn't believe he'll ever be in a situation where he can win it, and I think he's okay with that. Like
that's what I mean.
Yeah, so because if you're making a big deal off of a fucking dunk contest, like dunk contest, it's fun for us, but it's really stupid. Like let's be honest. Like who gives a fuck who's the best dunker? Because the best dunker doesn't even play in the NBA. The best dunker is some guy that's part of like some dunk league, right? But can't even dribble a basketball. Like you can't in the NBA when you win a championship, there's no better basketball players out there in the world. So when you win that championship, you are the best basketball player in the world.
Yeah.
When you win the dunk contest in the NBA, you are the best dunker that happens to be in the NBA.
Who wanted to be in the dunk contest?
That's it.
Because LeBron never wanted to be in the dunk contest.
Exactly. Yeah. You're the best person that was available that night.
Yeah.
Right? Like there are better players that could win that contest.
Yeah.
You're the best one that was available that night. But I think that's what he thought his mark was going to be. And he feels slighted, and he should, because he arguably lost.
Yeah.
I mean, it was close. It wasn't like a robbery.
I thought he won.
I was there live. It was close.
This
No,
one
you
in
know
Miami?
this one.
No, 2 months ago.
Yeah, he's talking about this last
This one.
Oh.
The last one I thought was arguable. The first one that he lost?
Yeah.
Probably that thing where he went underneath both his legs and dunked it, like wiped his own ass.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
But whoever won that year also, was it Levine?
Zach LaVine.
It
Yeah.
was crazy. This year, the last dunk where he got a 9 and James Jones, or however you say, Justin, whatever his name is, he got a 10. I thought Gordon's dunk was just better straight up.
Yeah.
And I thought for that reason, he got robbed. That's it. You got robbed. What are you going to do?
If you really thought you were going to win a championship, or you had a chance to win a championship, you wouldn't even give a fuck about this.
Yeah.
You'd be like, all right. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even be competing. You're like, yo, I got more important things to do,
Right.
like focus on winning a championship.
Right.
But the fact that he cares this much, it lets me know that you don't care that much about winning, man.
Yeah.
Or you don't feel like you'll ever be put in a situation to win. And the way that you will be put in a situation to win is to take less money. Because he's a guy who's going to get, I don't know if he's getting max, but he's getting big contracts.
You're going to get a big contract. He
So-
got a decent deal, I think. I think it's free, but...
So he's the type of guy that will get a big contract. And if he's the best player on your team, you guys won't go to the promised land. So the only way he can win a championship is if he accepts less money to be on a team with real max players. And I think that he's basically going, no, I'm gonna get as much as I can, and this is just my career, and I'm gonna play basketball, and it is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't really want to win a championship. Everybody wants to win.
Right.
But the level of sacrifice and work and all that shit, not a lot of us want to do that.
I think he'll do all the work and all the sacrifice, except financially. Like, he's the guy who really worked on his game. He's showed since real improvements, man. Like when he came into the league, he was just jumping. Now he can shoot. He's gotten better. I just don't think he's willing to make that financial sacrifice.
Fair enough.
And maybe it's tough to do that shit. Like we were talking, it's like the fucking money these guys are making now. It's hard, dude.
And on some Zen shit or
Give up
whatever.
$20 million
When you think about how unhappy some of these guys are, if you're happy with money and you don't have to win, maybe you're better off. I don't want to watch as a sports fan, but maybe he's happier. I mean, clearly he's not that happy, I guess, if he's making a diss song about this, but...
Nah, this music video shows me he's probably one of the only NBA players not flying in hose. If you have time to
You
do
got
this
time.
fucking shit, like, you're not flying in hose, yo.
My man is doing his own quarantine chronicles.
He wrote bars, had time to shoot and edit a fucking music video. Like,
I think he made another song before this one.
Really?
This is like his second song that he's done.
during the quarantine, or
No, I just think like in general.
oh,
So
Or
he
maybe it
wants to
was.
rap.
Yeah, he's trying to. My thing is like gonna pivot out of the NBA, become like an analyst or a rapper, and try to like become Shaq or some shit.
Just be a personality.
Yeah, like
maybe.
become like an analyst or something.
All right, guys. We got to pay some bills, man. God bless this company, man. Really, God bless this company. Making
real,
a
for
lot
real.
of people feel good. This is the Chew. You already know what the Chew is, okay? A lot of guys out here during quarantine have been servicing their wives, their girlfriends, their side pieces in the best way possible, and that is by chewing them the fuck out. I know there's lady assholes listening right now who are greatly appreciative of what that powerful blue pill can do. And if you're new to this podcast, what it will do is give you and your lady the best sex of your life. That's right. Same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, all that shit. Okay. This BlueChew is better because it works twice as fast. That's right. You're chewing it up. You're not swallowing it, waiting for it to be broken down. You're breaking it down right there in your jaw. Consumption, dick hard. You service your wife. Okay. This pill, Alex says, made his dick grow. Right? Pretty goddamn impressive if you ask me. I think it made me have more control. I wasn't busting the nuts at the time I was busting. I was busting when I wanted to bust them, and I actually made audible sounds during my orgasm. This is a game changer right here. Simple as that. If you don't believe it, just ask some of the asshole army members. Ask them. Ask the guys that come to the shows and they bring a package of it and they ask me to sign it because they know how powerful this thing is. Go out there, BlueChew.com. You know the promo code is Flagrant. Simple as that. And you're going to get it for free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. That's the best deal you've ever had in your entire life. Costs nothing to try it besides that $5 shipping. Nothing to try it. You go service that girl. You go service that wife. And if you're a lady, you buy it for her husband. Because you know what? You deserve it. BlueChew.com. Use that promo code Flagrant. Now let's get back to the show. You're from Orlando, Mark. Is he beloved in Orlando? Is he pop? Y'all don't care.
They use him for the marketing shit. Put him on the Amway. Like
Do y'all really care about sports
soccer.
in Orlando?
Yeah, they just built like a new stadium for Orlando City.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Magic's
Well,
kind of like,
soccer,
meh.
Orlando
It's just,
City's
like,
funny.
it's really
I've never
transient.
heard a less significant city call themselves city. New York City, Mexico City, Orlando City,
Yeah, it's kinda
Tokyo
cute.
City, Orlando City.
But yeah, no, he's not really beloved. But it's like the city's too transient. Like there's too many like Mexican immigrants, like Vietnamese immigrants. Like they care about other shit.
So the majority of the people there don't like American sports.
Kind of. I mean, like obviously the games will do well when the Magic were popping with Dwight in 2012. Like
Right.
they were all sold out and shit. But no, there's not really like a basketball culture. If anything, the sports culture is more like European sports.
Yeah,
Soccer and stuff.
Latino.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's that Florida shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean they don't even. Jacksonville should lose the Jaguars, from what I hear all the time. Outside of Duval, I don't know any Jaguar fans. They apparently don't ever really sell out. They just talk about them moving to London. They've been that for years.
Oh yeah.
London fucking loves the NFL whenever it goes there, at least.
But college sports do well in Florida. I don't know why. Like they like
Some
Gators,
Southern shit.
FSU,
Southern
like,
culture, and y'all got good college football teams, but Southern culture loves college football. With everybody there buys into this idea of like they're playing for the love of the game, and then that's all you guys have in a lot of like fucking Alabama. You got Auburn, you got Alabama, that's all you got.
Right.
There's no sports teams professionally anywhere nearby.
There's no pro team in Alabama?
No.
Oh shit.
No Little Rock or like Arkansas, there's no fucking Little Rock,
And then
whatever.
Florida
so-
has so many implants. Like you got the Cubans, you got the
That's the thing
Colombians,
about
like,
Florida is
don't
they
give a fuck
also-
about
yeah.
NFL.
Yeah, my take
basketball.
on at least Southern Florida was that it's a digestible form of America for Latinos, for like South and Central Americans.
Yeah.
And because of that, you don't see popular American traditional entertainment outlets like basketball or even stand-up comedy flourish there.
Right.
Whereas in a traditional American city, usually, even if it's not even that big, you'll see stand-up or you'll see like basketball flourish. But like even when we went to Miami, you don't feel like you're in America. You'll feel like that you're in a version of America that will be safe if you're coming from Brazil.
Yeah.
In the same way, like when you're in Hawaii, you're like, I know I'm in America, but I'm in what an Asian thinks America is, right?
Yeah.
Like if
Hopes
you ask,
America is.
if you ask a Japanese
Yeah.
person to like make America based on their image, it would be Hawaii. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
But I will say though that Orlando loved Dwight.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah. Like
Why?
I don't know. They've like I mean obviously he was like great and like won the Eastern Conference and shit, but like they loved him.
Well, that's right. You guys went to the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a team that's used to doing nothing and then take them to the promised land, you'll become beloved.
I wonder if on some level they also knew they fucked up Shaq.
Yeah, I don't know.
How'd they fuck up
I
Shaq?
wasn't there for that.
When
era.
Shaq was a free agent, there was some billboard that said like, or some ad in the newspaper that said like, would you rather have Shaq or Penny or something like that? And overwhelmingly they voted Penny.
fuck.
They just made it clear to Shaq, we don't really value you, we value Penny. If y'all got a beef, we're Penny. And then Shaq was like, all right, fuck you guys, I'm out.
Wow.
And LA
didn't know that.
obviously probably enticing anyway if you're Shaq and you think you can rap and act and all this stuff.
Yeah,
I'll go to LA. Fuck you guys. They got money, they got space, let's go.
yeah.
And but I think, and again, Shaq, fragile ego. I think if Orlando made it clear Shaq is our guy,
He would've
Shaq would have
stayed.
stayed. I think. I don't know if he ever would have won a chip without Phil, but he would have stayed.
I mean, they were close. They were like a Nick Anderson free throw away or something, right?
When they went to the finals, I think Houston swept him, but Shaq was dumb young.
Did they sweep him or they won one game?
Maybe they won.
No,
one.
maybe they swept him.
And this is after they beat the Pacers in the conference finals. Yeah, I remember they beat the Pacers in like 6, and the Pacers I thought could beat the Magic, and they didn't.
Yeah.
But they were a young team, yo. Shaq was in
Yeah.
like his 3rd year, 4th year. Penny was in like his 3rd year.
Yeah.
Like, they were young.
And they just
could've
got
been
fucking
something.
raped.
Egos fucked both of them up, and then the Magic fans
Nah, they
chose
swept
Penny
him.
over Shaq.
They swept him, huh? Yeah, I
Hakeem,
remember watching.
Shaq was one of the few people he's humble about is Hakeem.
Yeah.
I think he might even say to this day Hakeem is better than me because Hakeem apparently just schooled him for 4 straight games.
Yeah, there's a documentary about this. There was some, maybe it was a 30 for 30 or something.
I would love to watch that.
I was watching some video about this. Like, oh God, what was Hakeem? Hakeem was kind of talking shit, but like in his polite way
Really?
or something like that. Like, I don't know. There's some weird thing. Maybe you can look this up, Mark, but it was like Shaq would kind of like give him an elbow
Yeah.
And Hakeem would be like, ooh, good one. Like, it was just some weird thing that but he really broke Shaq.
Yeah.
Apparently. How did he do it? I was forget. It was like in the second half of the first game, something happened.
Fun finals would have been the Rockets that won their first championship and the Bulls. I think the Bulls would have won, but Hakeem and Mike would have been fun. The 84 draft going at it, the number 1 pick, the number 3 pick. It would have been fun. And again, I think the Bulls would have won it, but it would have been fun to see.
Yeah, man.
And Hakeem, that was like the height of his powers.
Yeah.
He was so fucking good.
Guys, shall we wrap this up? Is there anything else that we need to touch on?
I feel like we hit all the major ones. Can you see the topic list out? All right. No.
Anything else you guys want to really get off your chest?
Oh, did we see this? Did we talk about this mom pushing her girlfriend off the camera at the draft? Did we talk about that on Patreon, or we only talk about CDYM?
Oh, yeah. I guess, I think. But some mom wanted her spotlight.
No, bro. It was the girlfriend won her spot. So NBA or NFL player gets drafted, some lineman. He's sitting on the ground crying, hat covering his eyes. His girlfriend is like comforting him off camera, but she keeps trying to like lean down to put her head on top of his so she could be in the camera. And the mom, I thought the first watch real quickly, I was like, oh, the mom wants to be on camera too. They're fighting over it. It's funny. Mom is just trying to shove her out of the fucking way. And the girlfriend's like trying to like move her off. And then the mom just kind of like forcibly removes her and then stands over the camera and just lets her son have her moment. It was so dope, dude.
Oh, can you bring that up? Because I didn't see that.
That mom should get drafted, bro.
What?
What happened?
The mom should get drafted, bro.
Yeah. So here it is.
Because defense, watch the defense on us, on the O-line. Look.
Yeah, this is...
Isaiah Wilson.
Can we cut the volume just in case? Yeah.
So there's the girlfriend. Look at the mom. She's like trying to put her head in the frame, and now see how she fights. Fights off. And mom just gets out of there, and then there you go. Have your moment, son.
Oh, go back to the beginning just one
And
more
she's putting
time.
her hands over there like, let him have his.
Yeah. All right.
Look at the girlfriend.
She's
bitch.
hugging. Okay.
And she white. You know, the mom was so happy to do this, yo.
Yeah.
And then the son, Edward, I just saw the look in his face like, oh, fuck, yo. Now I got to deal with this
Yeah, I
shit.
know. He knows he got to deal with that shit later. That's the funny part.
She out of here. You think that girl's not out of here?
She got to be out, yo.
Out of here, bro.
Why are you fighting her off?
Who sets up the cameras in these people's houses?
They set it up. So I think they sent every NFL prospect that might get drafted a package, or whoever they wanted to tape at least. I didn't watch the third day, but you have a camera that you set up, and then one other thing you set up, and then all 32 hats. So whoever drafts you, you put on that hat. Oh, wow. Which is a smart move. That's kind of cool. And if
Do you get to keep the shit if you don't get drafted?
I'm sure. They're not going to ask for the 31 hats back in their webcam.
Imagine not getting drafted and you just have a hat from every team that thinks you suck.
Hey, sell them. You need the money.
Oh, my God.
Bro, that's it. I was only thinking about the people who got drafted. Yeah, the guys who went undrafted, fuck.
That's brutal.
They couldn't have sent them to everybody then. They must have just sent them.
Were there certain people that you don't get to see them on camera?
So I didn't watch the third day. If I watched the third day, I would know definitively if you got to see the people getting drafted.
Because the first, second, and third round, you pretty much know
those
who's
guys
going.
are going somewhere.
Oh, what was your guys' take on the kicker for the Patriots? People said he got a racist tattoo or something like that.
I did not hear this.
You didn't hear this story?
Nah, bro.
Oh yeah, so he has this tattoo, and it's a 3%er tattoo, and I guess 3%er is like this kind of like militia movement or something like that. He says he got it when he was like 17, and Jamila Hill, of course, she'll sniff out some racism anywhere.
Yeah.
So the Patriots just drafted a white supremacist. He goes, I'm sorry, someone who likes white supremacist things or something like that. And oh god, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just an interesting. It's just an interesting thing. I don't know. It's like
Well,
I don't
he's
know.
going to the right team.
Yeah, but he's like
Boston. Ain't no black people really on the squad.
He's like, I'm gonna get it covered up, blah blah blah, and yeah, there it is right there. So I guess that's the 3%er tattoo.
My God, how do people find these things?
I mean, they got nothing better to do.
Really don't have anything better. Even in quarantine, I wouldn't look at a guy's tattoos like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just weird. But he was like, I'm going to get it covered up. I mean, I didn't know that that's what it was when I got it. What are your thoughts, Al?
That's kind of a
I
whack
think it's
excuse.
bullshit, but whatever.
Yeah.
Now he's in the locker room with a
That's actually-
bunch of big
yeah.
black guys.
That's
so he's
actually
like,
the
"Oh, I
worst
didn't know.
punishment.
I didn't know." So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of it.
Put him on a bunch of 300-pound black guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fucking nightmare.
Now,
for this guy.
what if he changed it from like a 3%er to a 5%?
5%er?
Yeah. Like, would that be a good
That's
switch?
respect, yo.
That's respect.
That's respect.
That's respect.
That's real. That's real reparations.
Now,
I'm sorry.
should we look at all tattoos and see if there's like some offensive things there?
Ain't that some white shit though? That's like some Price is Right, like where you bid $1 lower than the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, oh, y'all the 5%ers? Oh, 3%ers.
But like, there might be players that have tattoos from like, you know, gangs and gang relation type of shit. And that could be pretty offensive to people who are victims of gun violence and that kind of stuff. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm basically saying like, if we start looking through everybody's tattoos and start finding the things they support. I don't even know anything about this group. This group could be a militia, some you know, these motherfuckers that want to like defend America, like they get their own guns and they go do the like in Michigan and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but still, all that shit to me, it's like they just appear racist.
Yes, they do have that
racist vibe to them.
Yes,
even though they don't outwardly say like, "Oh, fuck black people," but
right. I think that's a fair assessment. I just don't know anything about him, so I can't. I don't want to get on.
Listen, man, you can't knock this kid's heart. He's a fucking kicker.
Yeah,
playing football. Even in college, you getting that tattoo, you ready.
Yeah.
You ready for war, yo.
Yeah.
You around a lot of black people.
I have a feeling, though, as a kicker, you're probably going to be around white people.
Oh, but you're still with the team. You're on the bus. You're in the hotels. Yeah. You're not like a part of the team. Like,
I feel like you're completely separate.
Probably, but if they want to get to you, you're in the same locker room.
If they want to get to you, sure. But they also want to, like, keep their job. So they're not going to, like, do bully. If you had that tattoo and you were a running back, then I'd be like, oh, that might be rough. Or if you're a linebacker, that might be rough. But a kicker, nobody's going to pay you any fucking attention anyway.
That might be the one. Maybe he had it. Nobody even looked at the guy, so they don't know.
Forever.
But if now that they know,
that's the thing. Now that they know, now he's like, oh shit, I didn't know what it was. I'm going to get it covered.
What would you get it covered?
You got to go 5%. That's literally all you can do. That's literally the only move.
What else could you do?
Nah, just be like every other player and get like a Bible scripture or some shit like that.
But
I
what
think
starts
the
with a
most
3?
common.
You get John 3:16.
Yeah, some shit.
Maybe
like
3 Peter and be like, I just think we're gonna win 3 straight Super Bowls, man.
Well, it's not that's not the number 3 and then a percent sign.
It's like Roman.
It's 3 dashes and then there are the stars around it. And I assume the stars are maybe like the states and the colonies or some shit or whatever it is.
Whatever.
Maybe they should have dollar bill somehow. Put a little Parliament building over the 3 dashes. You know what I mean?
Make that shit a constellation, bro. Hey, that's Orion's belt, motherfucker. What are you looking at?
Maybe, but it is an interesting story. Who knows? Who knows? Do you think if he goes to another team, not the Patriots, this becomes anything?
Jamil Hill will always make us something.
Yeah.
She'll always find something.
What is her goal with that? Like, does she think black people don't know that the racism exists?
I don't know. I think she thinks she's doing good, but she's got to know what keeps her career alive.
Yeah.
But she got other shit popping. She's doing a podcast with Van about The Wire.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I don't understand the perspective of it. Like, if you're letting people know that racism exists, but like, who are you notifying? Are you notifying the racists? Well, if they're racist, they know racism exists. The black people know racism exists because they experience it every day. Like, what is it serving? What is it doing?
I would say she's pointing it out so people stop that type of behavior. So if like you call the shit out, then it brings awareness to it.
Have you not realized it doesn't work?
Well, it does. Look, this guy's getting his
Jamila Hill.
Huh? Yeah, but this guy's getting his tattoo covered.
Yeah, do you think he stops being racist because he got his tattoo covered?
No, but at least now we don't have to look
I would
at
say
this racist
and this is something
tattoo.
I truly believe. This is not devil's advocate shit. I don't think the solution is shame, because what you do is you just shove everybody's feelings down inside. Mm-hmm. And then when a guy like Trump comes along and is like, yo, you know what? Here's some racist shit that I'm going to say that I'm not afraid to say. That part of you that got pushed down that's just been bubbling this whole time is like, yo, that's the fucking guy.
But
that's
then
you radicalize people.
Yeah.
And those thoughts, when you shove them down, they don't go away. They just get worse and darker because you can't say anything.
Yeah, but you can also look at it like, the racist person gets ridiculed, and then other potential racists see it and it's like, oh shit, I don't want to get ridiculed like that. Let me not be racist.
I understand where they're coming from. I don't know who's right. I think Trump got elected for a reason. It's not just people are stupid. People are stupid and you take advantage of their stupidity. How did he take advantage of their stupidity? I think a lot of it was the racist rhetoric that people felt like I can't say at all. And they're idiots, so they're like, well, I can't say anything anymore. Mm-hmm. And then this guy comes along, even though you're probably saying some hateful shit.
Yeah.
Now you feel like you can't say anything. This guy comes along saying a lot, and you're like, oh, that's my guy. That's my president. Mm-hmm. That's your guy. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying this doesn't seem to have worked. We've been doing it for about 10, 15 years, and the country, if anything, got more divided.
I think that might be a simplistic view of it.
Possibly.
Because I don't think people vote for presidents as a whole. I think you vote basically on one or two issues. Most people do. right? So if, like, let's say that there are people who are like part of the Democratic Party. Let's say you're like a straight white guy like me, who's like vote Democrat your entire life. And then you see like the Democrats supporting a lot of rhetoric that, or not even, literally not even just being quiet about it, but like supporting it. Like, yeah, we don't want any more white presidents, or we need to have people of color. That's very important to us. You just start hearing that, right? And you're like, well, what does that have to do with being like good at the job? You're like, that's weird. So like, just because I'm born white, I can't be, that's weird. That's a weird thing, right? Someone like me, right, who hears that, and then maybe I'm going out for auditions, right? I'm going out for auditions for roles, and I hear my agent telling me, yeah, there's really nothing for white straight guys anymore. Like, or every role I get, they turn the character gay.
Yeah.
And then you start to go like, what's happening right now?
Yeah.
And then the other side is like, yo, why is all that happening? That all of a sudden becomes enticing to you. I felt it happen. I had to like check my own self. I was like, no, I know where I'm at, but why am I curious about what's going on over here? Oh, I know why I'm curious, because these people are addressing the things that are directly affecting me. So I think people got shit confused when they're like, Trump says racist shit, so everybody's like, I'm racist and we'll vote for him. I don't think it's that. I think it's literally the Democrats going, hey, we don't need coal miners anymore. And then the Republicans going, yeah, well, why can't we just have some coal miners, open up the coals? So what they would do is they'd give an out, and they'd give a rationale, and they'd give reasons for the things that other people felt aggrieved by the party that used to stand by them.
That makes a lot of sense to me for the moderate closet Trump supporter. The guy who was moderate and now is getting pushed a little bit right because they're this left is saying all this shit that doesn't seem to apply to me, and then this guy's talk. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to quietly vote for Trump. Mm-hmm. I'm actually, at this point right now, let's just talk about the fucking Trump, like, worshiper. The guy who loves Trump.
But they started like that. They didn't flip that.
Why Trump over anybody else? Why Trump over Romney?
Because he's who's here now.
Nah, Romney supporters weren't like this. Romney supporters were like, yeah, Romney, he's great, whatever. Policies, I align with his policies more than I do Barack's. Or maybe I just don't like Barack as black. I'm talking about the far right that fucking worships
What
Trump.
percentage is that?
Bro, I went to a Trump protest of a Trump rally in Minnesota with Abdi.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers, they filled out the Target Center. It wasn't like these guys, and they are dug in. And what makes it worse, what makes you dig in more, is as you're walking to the arena, everybody's shouting at you, calling you a racist in your fucking face. So what are you going to do in the face of that? You're going to be like, all right, you know what? Fuck you. Trump is even more my guy. Fuck all of you. I've watched these guys just dig in.
Yeah, and that's a reasonable thing to do, right?
And that's to the same culture of shame and whatever not being effective. You're just making these guys dig in more.
No, it's effective for the opposite.
Yeah. It's not weeding out racism is my point.
By shaming you, you are pushing that person towards love.
Yeah.
Where is the love?
Trump.
Right, exactly. But to fill out that arena, there might be people in that arena who just believe that abortion should be illegal.
You're not going to a rally.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are, man.
So that's the thing. This is why I think you're a little naive in terms of how you think about politics. It's like most people are one issue voters. You have to allow them to care about something you don't care about. They care about that thing.
No, I can understand that.
Like you care about India. Like you're a one issue voter on India, I imagine. And if one president was like, yo, we need to bomb India, no matter what other things he aligned with, would you vote for him?
What's he doing with Pakistan?
Yeah, but for real.
No, for real.
But just take that in.
No, I'm out.
You're out, right? So they feel that exact way about certain issues.
Right.
And then the fact that someone is speaking up for that issue, it's just as valuable to them. Now, don't get me wrong. There are racists out there that are like, fuck yeah, you're saying some shit that echoes my sentiments about race. 100%. But I think there are other issues that they're saying things that they're echoing feelings that they have that aren't satisfied anywhere else, similar to you with the India situation, that they're being supportive of. Like, that's why Jews started voting for Trump, because he was like, yo, Israel, we got your back. And they felt the Democratic Party didn't have their back. They're not, do you think Jews are doing it for the same racist reasons as the people filling up those?
No, what I'm saying is, I think if you go to, let's okay, I'll assume you're right. I think when you bury a person's if you want to actually get a person to not be racist, I don't think you shame them. I think you expose them, you talk to them, not expose in a bad way, expose them to the other side.
Yeah.
Expose them, if you're homophobic and you get exposed to gay people and you're like, oh, they're not bad.
Yes.
I think that kind of exposure is good. But just shaming, even if you have any slight racist feeling, I can't talk about it at all. I can't have a discourse without being shouted down. Now the feelings get darker and darker.
Yeah, of
and
course.
then my one issue becomes racism. So I'm a one issue. These guys are too progressive. This guy, he's racist enough. Let's go. That's my guy. So
I don't know if racist. I don't think it's an issue.
I think Trump said a lot of shit that's at least, to use a liberal term, problematic. And there's a lot of people who are like, I like that this guy says it and isn't afraid. That's my guy.
Says what?
Says whatever. Says these Mexicans are coming over and they're raping and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. He says the truth. To them, it's the truth.
So you think that him speaking about Mexicans coming over and raping was more valuable to people than people who live on border states and maybe feel as if their jobs are limited because illegal immigrants are taking the jobs?
I don't know if it's the most valuable thing. I think it's a definite factor.
No, I'm asking about those specific things right there. What is more valuable in terms of switching your vote?
I don't know.
What do you think is more likely?
Logically, I would say policy. Emotionally, I understand a lot of people, I think, vote. There's one policy voters. I also think there's the Chappelle thing. I don't look at a president's politics. I look at him as a person.
Right.
And I think a lot of people are aligned with that.
Right. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I agree with you in terms of we look at people as a person, and this is a popularity contest. These people are not good at anything. They have no real skills.
Right.
Right. And I think that a guy like Trump is very funny, and that really matters to a lot of people. And they'll justify the things that he's funny about because they value, let's say, funny. Just like Obama was incredibly charming, right? And they would justify anything. I've justified shit that Obama did that is pretty awful because I'm so charmed by him and I like the guy so much and he's so fun, right? So I think at the end of the day, that's where our core goes. But in terms of why people are voting for him, I think the amount of Americans that are like, every Mexican that comes over is raping people are very small. I think the majority of people that are voting based on a immigration policy is simply, I think my job is being taken. I used to wash dishes and now I can't get a job washing dishes. I used to do lawn work. Now I can't get a job doing lawn work. Even if that's complete bullshit, they're convinced that's why, rather than I think every Mexican is a rapist.
My point is just this shame culture doesn't help. I don't think it's the only thing that got Trump.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. And we're on the same page about where it pushes people and how it radicalizes people.
Yeah.
100% on the same page. And you're going to go wherever the love is. And then once you feel the love, you start to go along with the things that people in that circle agree with, right? Like,
I can agree with that, yeah.
Once someone loves you, it's like Joe Exotic. It's like Joe Exotic finds these fucking meth heads, right? They've never experienced any love. He finds these like weird like drug addicts, never experienced it. And then he brings them in, he loves them, he feeds them, he gives them a family, he gives them community, right? And then he's also like, yo, we got to kill that tiger that you raised. And they're like, okay, Joe, whatever you say, Joe.
And I can shift my point to that. If you're going to shame this guy, and everybody says, and I've said this too, another thing that maybe a bigger thing, if you're going to tell white people in middle America, you got privilege, you have no idea how good you have it, and they're like, what are you talking about? I work in a fucking coal mine, suck my dick. And then one guy comes along and is like, yo, white people in middle America got it rough. That's my guy. That's my guy. So I didn't think that was the only factor, and maybe not even the main factor. It is a factor. Maybe this is a main factor. And I agree with both. Like,
race is a factor in everything. I'm never going to be the person that's going to come here and say that race isn't a factor in everything in life, 100%. Yeah. But I truly believe at the end of the day that when there are people like fucking racist groups, KKK, that are literally just looking at the candidates like, who hates minorities more? I'm voting for them. Yeah. I think the majority of voters, though, have an issue that's really valuable to them, right? And then they'll defend the person that supports that issue at whatever cost. So let's say that abortion is that issue. Trump's like, we got to get rid of abortion. All these people who are anti-abortion were like, that's my guy. And then Trump says some shit about Mexicans are rapists. And then they'll go, I was out of context. He didn't really say, he's the type of guy to say some wild shit, but he don't really mean it. They're defending someone that just believes the same thing about abortion. They don't give a fuck about what he says about Mexicans because they don't have another option to vote for. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But a thought I had is interesting. They say like the Martin Luther King thing, the answer to hate is love.
Yeah.
That's really what most people who hate, they just need some love. And it is really hard to hate a group of people that just like keep loving you. Like if black people were just like, yo, we fucking love Trump, openly love Trump. If Trump was racist, it's hard to be like, find a racist, let's not name Trump. A KKK guy, black people just, yo, we love you, yo. So not that you need to, but like this answer of shouting down everybody and screaming down everybody because they don't believe what you believe, that's just not going to work.
All you guys got to do is agree on one thing and then you can be friends.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I've seen this happen with these people that pop up and become, you know, pseudo celebrities in like the political intellectual world. But like a guy like Ben Shapiro pops up, right? Like Southern rednecks love Ben Shapiro. Before Ben Shapiro, they probably had some thoughts about Jews that were not the best things in the world, right? But all of a sudden, Shapiro becomes this like godlike figure to them. Why?
Because he agrees with them.
And
speaks to them?
Not only does he agree with them and speak to them, he's given them weaponry to fight against the side that's trying to hold them down. Right? So it's like these hillbillies are like, man, these Democrats are calling us racist, calling us all these things, saying we have white privilege, that kind of shit. I don't have a white privilege. What the fuck? And then Shapiro goes, well, there's no such thing as about white privilege. When you really think privilege is a dichotomy, that he gives this like fancy explanation for it. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, that's right. I could use that.
Yeah.
You gave me some artillery to go against those guys that are trying to make me look stupid.
Yeah.
Right? And those guys that would give these great arguments, these people who couldn't come up with the arguments really themselves, become celebs, even though 3-4 years ago, those exact people might have some horrible things to say about Jews.
Yeah.
You agree on one thing, all of a sudden they're your guy.
I agree with that.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you go, well, what do you think about, then you ask these like Southern Christians or whatever, you go, hey, well, what do you think about Shapiro's belief in God and how he feels about, Christians going to hell? I mean, everybody's allowed to have that.
Yeah.
Before that, he's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Jesus is the savior.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever. We don't have to get too far into it, but it is interesting.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Shame can radicalize.
Yeah.
And it is a poor way of getting people.
That's my point. This
100%.
ain't the answer. I'm not going to say I got the answer. I know exactly what it is.
But
I know
system,
this ain't it. This ain't helping. So why you keep doing it?
What do you think the best answer is?
I mean, it's hard to do, but if you can have an actual conversation with a person, and I don't know if I'm capable of doing it, but like
it's exposure, like you were saying.
Yeah,
it's the only way.
Let me hear you out and let me talk to you and let's have an actual conversation. I don't know if either side is willing to do it.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King, yeah.
White kids, black kids, Asian kids, all hang out together.
It's like that Daryl Davis shit.
Yeah.
Literally, he goes in and just like talks to him.
The black guy who like gets KKK dudes to leave the KKK.
Really?
It was like this black jazz. You didn't hear about this guy?
No, I didn't know that's a thing.
They made a documentary about him.
Yeah, he was on Rogan too.
Hero.
He's got like all these like Klan robes that he got from.
They give him the rope.
The Klan.
They leave the Klan.
And because like the guys in the Klan, like not all of them are like
he's
people
hanging
that
up
are
the Klan
racist.
suit, huh?
So
That's
take this.
I don't think like all people in the Klan are people that are racist. Like, we all hate black people. It's like, no, this is just the place that gives me dopamine. You know what I mean? Like, this is the place that gives me love, and you could be addicted to love like any other drug. So in the way like Joe Exotic's people are addicted to meth, like these guys are addicted to the love that they get from this group.
And feeling worse. Like if you tell me white people, if I feel like shit and you tell me white people are superior, oh, fuck. Okay, maybe I'm not a piece of shit.
So again, so the thing that you need is not you want to hate black people. The thing you need is you want to feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Now, once that person makes you feel good, they're also like, yo, guess what? We hate black people. And then they're like, hey,
Whatever the cost of not feeling like a piece of shit
is worth it.
Is worth it. And all of a sudden,
100%.
some black guy can come in and say, yo, you can feel good without them. You can feel good with other people. Like, and then gives you exposure to what another culture is like. Like it's like to be
and defies the stereotypes of black people that these guys have been selling to you.
Yeah.
Like
I just
he's a
don't-
smart guy, he's intellectual, you know, he has a good conversation, you guys have tons of shit in common. It's like, oh shit. It starts out with, well, you're not one of them. Well, you're different. And then he goes, nah, this is just how we are.
People are different.
Yeah. No one's ever changed their mind for feeling stupid.
You gotta send me a link on this dude. I got.
Yeah,
his
man.
I never-
Daryl
Davis.
No one's ever
Fascinating.
changed their
You
mind
gotta
for
get
feeling
Charlotte
stupid.
to
As
speak to him.
Yeah.
You gotta highlight something like that.
Yeah, it'd be hot.
Yeah.
I would be hot.
But I think it's true though. I don't think making someone feel stupid has ever made someone change their mind.
Think about Joe Exotic got straight guys to fuck him.
Yeah.
Not because they were sexually into it, but because he gave them love for probably the first time in their fucking lives.
Yeah.
So they were willing to trade their ass for that love, man. That's how powerful that love shit is.
Dude,
Yeah.
like,
And when you shame someone, you're actually evaporating whatever shred of confidence they had left. So now they're even more vulnerable to be
great point.
radicalized.
yeah, but that's like the Rodman doc. Like we were watching the Rodman 30 for 30. Like he was rejected by everybody. His only friend was like this 13-year-old white kid.
That's why I said yesterday, he just wanted love, man.
That's it.
He just wanted love. And I didn't, we were having a little debate yesterday. There was another story I thought of after, which is like, I think he just wanted love. Andrea Kramer had a story, I think it was Andrea Kramer, in the Jordan doc, where she was like, the thing people don't understand about Rodman is he didn't like being hated. We were going into an arena and everybody was booing him, and he looked at me with tears in his eyes and said, "Why are they booing me?"
Yeah.
He just wanted love. And I think that's why when Scotty came back and Jordan had his sidekick and Rodman got shoved down the totem pole, he was like, "I can't do this, man. I'm going to Vegas. I just come get me because I'm not coming back. I need you to come get me to prove you love me."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, another great episode. Flagrant 2 pod at Instagram. We're going to get that all set up. Thank you guys so much for listening. Singing competition on Patreon, patreon.com/flagrant2. Come join us over there if you're not already part of the asshole army conglomerate Patreon madness. Please hop on board. I think that you'll like it if you like this. And thank you guys so much for getting Flagrant 2 pod to 100,000 subs, man. Thank you for getting the Andrew Schulz YouTube to 1 million. It means a lot to us. The journey continues. Make sure you check out our episode of Schulz this week. I think we're calling it Schulz. We'll figure out what it is, but we'll post it on my main YouTube. We got something fun cooking up. But any church announcements or anything, Akaash?
I'm good. I think as of now, my show in Chicago is still on for June 6th. So get tickets at AkashSingh.com. We'll see what happens with that. If it gets delayed, obviously your tickets will be refunded, but go get those tickets, AkashSingh.com. June 5th, sorry.
Y'all, thank you so much. Peace.